Oh,
Ooh, Justin, prepare yourself.
we're here. We are. We're here.
We live. We
Shit.
good.
What's up? What's up, peeps?
Oh, mate, it's been a minute. It's fucking
2
40
weeks?
degrees, bro.
Man,
What the fuck? It
it
just
was
came out of
hot
nowhere.
as today.
Yeah, I had to like park my car out in the grass today because we're getting our garage door replaced fully after a couple of years. A decade and a bit. It just stopped like closing properly.
Nice.
So yeah, parents pay for that.
Well, it is their house.
This is true. But yeah,
Fucking mine shut itself the other day too, eh?
oh man, must be the like season for us. Some shit.
Just that time of year. Yeah, my fucking like on the edges, the bearing. You got two bearings on the sides, and the bearings just shit themselves. And then one day I was like, it was like 5 o'clock in the morning, trying to leave for work, and I'm like, why is my garage door not bloody opening?
Yep.
I was like, what the? I was like, I just want to go to work. You know, like this is the last thing I
no
need.
one ever.
Yeah, but you know what I mean. Like 5 o'clock in the morning, you're like,
just
you
wanna
don't
go,
want to be
yeah.
fucking around with your garage door.
Correct.
Pepsi Max, sorry. And then, I had to like fucking help the garage door up, and I was like, what the hell's going on here? I looked up, and it just like sheared through the pole.
Oh shit.
Actually sheared the whole end off. And I was like, oh, fuck. And I was just trying, I legit had my arm in there while I was like opening and closing it just to hold it steady. And I was like, oh, I'm getting it to work, but then how am I going to close it and then go?
Yeah.
So I just got a screwdriver, shoved it in there, and away we went.
Good old screwdriver.
Yeah. And then the guy was like, oh, yeah, I can fix it. It was pretty cheap. I was like, oh, yeah, roughly around $450, $500, no worries. But he's like, yeah, but where I need to put the ladder, your car's in the way. And I was like, oh. I was like, bro, do you know how much work it is for me to move this car? Like, I have to put all the suspension back together and then push it out. I was like, I can't just turn the key and go, you know, like.
Yeah.
So I was like, I had to take a day off work, put the Evo back together and push the cunt out.
Fuck's sake.
And then he came, I was like, for fuck's sake. So like a whole week I didn't have my garage.
Yep.
But yeah.
That's annoying.
Yeah.
But yeah, it happens, unfortunately.
Yeah. I mean, house was built in 2002. It's old as shit.
Yeah, exactly.
Things break. Things need maintenance.
Yeah, we got lucky with the garage door at our place. It was like stuck up. And then the person came out and had a look at the side springs and how it all connects. And he was just like, leave it up. Do not touch it. Don't even try manually close it because it's like that close to falling apart.
Was that the tension springs shit themselves? Yeah. So
yeah,
that's what takes all the weight.
Nap before as well and shit.
Yeah,
It's just like, oh man.
I had one snap as well, and that cost me $600 to replace. Like, I think it was like 5 years ago.
Yep.
And yeah, I was just like, come on.
Yeah. It's stuff you take for granted though, right? Because like how many times it go up and down.
Yeah.
And eventually it'll add up and stuff wears, and it's just how it is.
It's part of having a house, bro. Shit just breaks
Yeah, I'm not looking forward to
all
that.
the time. It's just a never-ending story of, oh,
You better be
I
ready
got
for
to do
it.
this. I got to do that. Yeah, man. Never fucking ends.
Yeah, I hopefully get to avoid some of that in theory.
Yeah,
Having
it just
new
depends.
shit.
Like, because
But you
obviously
never
I
know.
got like 800 square meters,
Yeah.
like a decent backyard. It's just constant gardening.
I thought you fucking liked that, mate.
I did
Not even
when I wasn't busy,
when I didn't have a kid.
when I wasn't working like a dog all the time.
Yeah. Yeah, I hear. It's one of those things, I suppose, eh? You can enjoy it at times, but then other times you're just like, fuck. I hate
It's
this.
just fucking life, bro. You just got to man up and do it.
At least your grass is still fucking green, mate.
I just mowed it.
Very nice.
There's another thing, right? On Sunday, I was just like, yeah. Oh no, Monday, public holiday.
Yes.
I just did shitloads of gardening. I was like, I got 2 jobs, right, for the garden. I was like, trim the bougainvillea because that was getting out of hand, and mow the lawn. So I like went to the petrol station. I ran out of fuel, filled up the
Jerrycan.
the jerrycan. I filled up the fucking lawnmower. Bro, it took me like 3 hours to trim that bougainvillea. I was like, this is bullshit. Mowed the back lawn, and I was like, all right, now for me to mow the front lawn, I had to move the beamer. I was like, no worries. I moved it, put it on the driveway, just left it running. I couldn't really hear it running because the lawnmower was going. And then I was like, all right, sweet. I'll move the beamer back. And I was like, hold up. why is the beamer off?
No.
I was like, what the fuck? I was like, maybe it ran out of fuel.
Yeah.
So I checked the fuel cell and I was like, oh yeah, there's like a tiny bit in there. I was like, but it should still idle. And then I put another jerry can in there, turned the ignition on. I was like, oh, I can't hear a fuel pump.
Oh, no.
I was just like, I was like, man, it's 5 o'clock. I still got to cook dinner. I was like, I don't want to be fucking around with this car.
Yeah.
And then I checked fuses. Fuses were all good. Checked the relay. I checked there was power at the relay, power coming out. I was like, why is there no power from the ECU? And I was like, just double checked everything, checked all my wiring that I did. I was like, yeah, everything's good.
Yeah.
I was like, what the fuck's going on? And then I was like, I have to move this car. So I pushed it back onto the lawn.
Yep.
Which was a mission.
Yeah, I can imagine.
And then I was like, oh, but I don't want it just in the middle of the lawn for the next 2 weeks while I wait for a fuel pump.
Yeah.
You know? I was like, and then my neighbor's walking past. I was like, fuck, give us a push, bro. Give us a push, you know? And he's basically retired. And he's just like, yeah, right. And we're trying to push this car. And I was like, I need to get someone else to help. So I got my other neighbor and we pushed it. And I was just like, fuck you, life. Why does everything keep breaking on me, man?
Yep.
But yeah. And then I think the fuel pump just overheated because there was not enough fuel in the cell. I didn't check it. And then, when we pushed it, I turned the ignition on and the fuel pump turned on. And I was like, don't start it in front of them. They just fucking helped you move the car, you know? So
it's actually all right now.
Well, I haven't started it.
Okay.
But the fuel pump works. So I think it just got a little bit too hot from
just got a
not
little
enough
bit
fuel in
cooked.
there. Yeah.
It's fine.
I should have checked how much fuel was in there. I was like, man, I put a full jerry can in there last time. I was like, there's no way it just went through 20 litres.
It's a fucking LS.
Yeah, I know.
Just sitting there, it somehow consumes fuel.
Oh, bro. Man, 100% just evaporates, bro. That little cap on the top's not sealed properly for sure.
Yeah. Oh, that's still annoying.
Yeah. I was like, man, I put a full jerry can in not long ago and I haven't driven it. All I've done is move it.
Yeah.
No, well.
Hopefully that's just it. Your string of bad luck is just that's it. But then...
Well, everything comes in threes, bro.
Yeah, I remember you saying this.
Everything comes in three. And the third thing...
Here we go.
My fucking tooth.
All right, tell the audience what's happened here.
All right, so yesterday, I had a Hilux that... I had a wheel speed sensor fault.
Okay.
So I was like, no worries. And it had this wicked vibration. When you drive it, you get up to 50 Ks. The whole arse end just shakes. I'm talking shakes violently.
Lord. That is not
So I was like, all right. So I balanced the wheels, took it for a drive, same thing. And I was like, Drove it up. I got the apprentice to drive it up on the hoist. Tail shaft is bent.
Jesus.
I was like, all right. But then as he was driving, he was doing about 70, 80 Ks. The left-hand side wheel was spinning, but the right-hand rear wasn't. Now, I understand these are open diffs. They're not like LSDs. But at the same time, when you're doing that speed, the right-hand side should still kick along. You know what I mean? But it wasn't. It was just stationary. I was like, what the fuck? And then every now and then it'd go backwards. And I was like, okay, something's cooked here. Right? It's either the diff or the axle, whatever. Probably why it's throwing up fucking a right-hand rear sensor code. So I was like, you know what? I'll just have a quick listen. So I got my hella long screwdriver. Right? It's legit a meter long. It's a fucking screwdriver like that.
Okay.
That, you know? You use it for getting tight spaces and shit. But I just use it for listening to wheel bearings and noises. And I was like, oh yeah, had to listen to the diff, had to listen to the right-hand rear wheel bearing. And I was like, everything's all good. And then I went to listen to the left-hand rear. I just forgot how big the screwdriver was. It smashed, it hit the tire, and obviously because the tire's spinning, the screwdriver kicked up, and because I had it in my right, firm in my right arm, my right hand, it just kicked up and smashed into my tooth.
Fuck.
And it fucking chipped my tooth, man. My front tooth. So now I look like a fucking hillbilly.
Pain.
So I got the dentist appointment tomorrow and they were like, yeah, it should be pretty easy to fix. And I was like, fucking better, fix it right now. Because I look like a dickhead. I'm just at the gym, just not smiling, not talking to anyone.
Can't even fucking grit your teeth for a good rep either.
I
He's
know,
like...
And then every time I talk to someone, they're like, bro, what the fuck happened to your tooth? I'm like, oh,
Here we go.
here we go. Yeah. And they're like, man, you had hell nice teeth before. I was like, oh.
Don't fucking rub it in.
I know,
cunt.
now the fuck. And they're like, man, you must have hit your tooth hella hard for it just to like shatter like that. I was like, yep.
Just the Thanos fucking click.
Yeah,
and then
bro. It fucking knocked me out. But like, didn't split my lip or nothing. Just smashed. I must have had my mouth open. I just
I screwed up. Fuck.
So that's my. I think,
Dude,
my
it
string
could have
of bad
been
luck.
so much worse. Now that you've told me like what exactly happened, like you could have fucking lost your actual like most of your teeth.
Yeah, it hit me like because obviously he was doing like 80 k's on.
Yeah.
So it hit it pretty hard.
Fuck.
Yeah.
Do you have to log a fucking OHS?
I did.
All right.
I logged a incident report because I was like,
You
listen,
meant
if
to,
it's if it's gonna cost me like a couple $100, whatever, fuck it. But if it's gonna cost me thousands, I'm not paying for that shit. The company can.
Mm.
It happened at work. I wasn't being a fuckwit. It just shit happens, you know.
Bro, you might come back and they're like, anytime you're working near a wheel, you need to fucking put a mouth guard in now.
Oh yeah, face shields are required under the vehicle. Nah, it's not gonna happen. It's just like one of those rare things that just,
I get you.
you know.
But yeah, it's one of those things. Sometimes a company's or H&S department can go a bit over the top
Yeah.
with things like that. They're just like, fuck.
Oh man, when I worked at BP refinery, I worked in the parts, so we like sorted out all the filters and shit for, well, not filters, they're like gaskets and nuts and bolts or whatever for the big shutdown. And this fucking new guy just started, and he cut his hand open with like a razor blade. So you know you got the Stanley ones that like sort of kick up, and he like full sliced his hand open.
Fuck.
So the company thought it'd be a fucking good idea to, instead of the pointy ones, they got ones that had the ends like cut off. So it's basically the exact same thing, just without a point.
Ah, yeah. So it's just square, kind of like at the end.
Yeah, because the ones that go in the Stanley, you know, they're like the triangle ends.
Yeah,
so it's still a triangle,
Yeah.
except they just don't have the point.
Fuck, all right.
Yeah. So we spent so much time going through man, this is like you're gearing up for a shutdown that has like probably 2,500 people on site. So think about the amount of Stanley knives and razor blades that will be on site.
Yeah.
We had to go through every single Stanley knife, take them out, and put these like blunter ones in. And it's just like another thing of one person fucked up, and
So
now
everyone else has to.
everyone has to like OH&S had to like make a thing about it.
I was half expecting you to be like, we had to get every single Stanley, grind down the fucking triangle, and then
By
it's-
hand. Yeah. Oh man, like by the end of it, we all took home like 1,000 razor blades each.
Yeah.
Because what are you gonna do? Just bin them. So I was like, no, I'll fucking take shitload. I got shitloads in the toolbox right now, bro.
Yeah, exactly. They do what they use. Sure.
Yeah.
So it's just like, why the fuck would you waste them, right?
Yeah. Fucking slit my wrist, bro.
Oh, mate.
Chop suey, man. My
Oh,
tooth.
no.
Fucking suicidal, eh?
Mate, at least it's fixable. That's the main thing. It's just annoying as
Yeah,
fuck.
yeah. I'm not worried about it. It's just like all I can think about.
Yeah.
It's because, yeah.
You just constantly feel it because I've chipped my front tooth like the tiny bit at like
Yeah.
the corner there.
And your tongue over exaggerates everything.
Oh, bro,
man.
it's so fucking annoying,
Yeah.
man.
And you're like, oh, yeah, nah, it's fucking
It's
huge.
like this tiniest little fucking chip, and you feel it every single time you
Yeah.
talk or you eat, and you're just like, fuck this.
And you just,
Yeah.
it's all good. It's all good.
Yeah.
It's all good.
Just, yeah, it's fine. I think that once you get it sorted, you just be like, cool, that's it, hopefully. No more.
Yeah.
No more
we'll see.
thinking about it and shit.
We'll see. Maybe I'll get a diamond in there or some shit. Gang, gang.
The fucking work would be like, what the fuck did we pay for?
$10,000 on your one tooth. I'm like, yeah, bruh. I got grills, homie.
It's like, you got to earn your fucking 10K back now. Get on some fucking ads. Scarborough Jared or whatever the fuck. This don't be like Justin. Don't get smacked in the face with a screwdriver
Oh, yeah, what a goose, eh?
on the training vids and shit.
Yeah, you wouldn't think I've been doing this for 15 years.
I mean,
Yeah.
I'm just like, how do I defend you? I don't know.
You don't. You don't. Oh, everyone's taking the piss out of me. It's so funny.
I mean, at least you can fucking have a laugh about it.
Oh, yeah. We had
You
like
kind of have to,
we
eh?
had like a meeting about like parking and shit.
Yeah.
So like all the boys are there and the boss is like, how's your tooth? And I was like, yeah, it's all right. And he just laughed at me. And he goes, it's not funny. It's not funny. And then everyone's laughing, and he just starts pissing himself. And I was like, how can you not laugh? It's fucking hilarious.
You have to laugh, man.
You have to. I look like a goose, bro.
Yeah. It's the Australian way, mate.
Oh, yeah.
You got to be able to fucking take the piss out of yourself. Otherwise,
100%.
you're not going to survive here.
No, you won't. You won't survive.
Especially in any sort of trade job. 100%, bro.
Bro, the conversations me and the boys have at work, if an outsider was listening or someone that just wasn't in the trade, they would be
mortified.
They would be disgusted, man.
Yeah.
Like they would actually be like, you guys talk to each other like that? Like you can't do that. Like you can't say that shit to each other, and it's just how it is. Like and we just don't think about it. Like, you're like, we will legit just think of the worst thing that someone can say to you.
Yeah.
We've said it to each other, like,
yeah.
And we're just like, ha ha ha, and that's it. Like, don't think anything of it. You know? That's just how it is in the trade, man.
Yeah, and then you got fucking people marking up athletes and be like, oh, they can't swear. When
Yeah, but that's...
I know. It's just one of those things, right?
Every second word of my work is cunt. Cunt or fuck. Like, that's how it is, man. Tell my boss, fuck off, mate. Leave me alone. What do you want? Justin, fuck off, mate. I'm busy. It was like, that's my boss. Like, you know? Like,
where'd all the screwdrivers go? I don't fucking know.
I threw them in the bin.
Yeah. I got trauma, man.
Trauma. You don't say that at work, bro. You get bullied.
Oh, no.
You can't. Don't bring up mental health, bro. You'll get bullied, bro.
Mate, I thought shit was changing.
Nah, it's good. Like,
I know it probably is.
It is good, like, in that sort of sense. Like, it is changing and you can be a bit more open, but...
It's still a long way to go, I think.
Nah. It's just like, just don't... It's like, yeah, okay, you tell me in confidence, but I'll still make fun of you for it. You know? Like, if mate comes up and goes, man, I'm having a bit of a hard time. It's like, yeah, no worries, bro. Like, you know, like, we'll talk about it, but I'm gonna take the piss out of you. Like, I don't mean anything by it. I will just take the piss out of you for being a sad sack of shit. Like, you know? That's just
how it is.
That's just, the workshop mentality. But it's like, if you still want to talk, we'll talk. And if I'm being a bit too much, just tell me and I'll stop. Well, I'll back it off a bit. You know? Like,
I can't stop.
Can't stop, won't stop. You know?
Yeah, man.
Yeah, because if someone is being a little sooky bitch at work, I will keep going until you crack it.
You're that guy.
Oh, bro. We had this one guy. He was from the UK, so he just didn't get the banter, you know, like, and it was like first thing in the morning. Yeah, this guy was a fucking retard anyway. Like, just those mechanics that like pay for their certification, so they haven't done like any training or nothing. They've just like paid for it to get over here to work. So it was useless. And it was like first thing in the morning, we're all cracking jokes, and he says something, and I took the mickey out of him, like, you know, like, called him useless, you know, just as a joke, and everyone laughed, and he fucking lost it.
Oh, no.
You're a fucking rat. Fuck you, like, right in my face. I'm just sitting there laughing at him, just pissing myself at, like, I was just like, you need to grow up, like, handle your shit, you know, like, handle your emotions. And he's just like up and down yelling at everyone. I'm just sitting there laughing, like, this is the reaction I wanted. I wanted this. Like, I wanted you to lose your shit. Like, it's just how it is, man. Like,
did he come back the next day?
Yeah, the next day he apologized, and he was like, yeah, I'm sorry, I lost my shit, you know. I was like, yeah, bro, it's a fucking joke, man. Like, handle your shit. Like, as simple as that.
Fair enough.
You won't survive, bro.
Yeah,
Like,
you really can't.
yeah.
Did he end up staying around for a while?
No.
It's
You shit
Yeah.
cunt. It was fucking useless, bro.
oh, mate. It's just
No, if you're absolutely retarded, not retarded. If you're a shit mechanic, I'm at my work, I'm going to bully you. It's as simple as that, bro.
menace to society.
Oh, constructive criticism, bro. Like, if anyone screws up at work, it's like,
being the key word there.
oh, bro, I get the piss. Don't get me wrong. I'm not always dishing it. Like, I'm getting ripped on hard, like all day. Like, I fucking, I was getting hell flustered at this car. There was this Orion that just had this like suspension squeak that would not go away. Like, and I mean, I spent a long time just trying to figure this squeak out, and I like.
You sure it wasn't fucking Tim's car?
Nah.
I hope not.
No. This was a used car.
Okay.
And like, I had like proper like toe detectors that have been there for like 30 years going, I don't know.
Yeah, fair enough.
And I'm just like, well, it doesn't do it on the hoist. It only does it when you like slightly brake. So you can't hear it when you're on the hoist or whatever. So it's like greasing everything, undoing things like, you know. And then I was just getting hell flustered. And then I got someone else to look at it, and then someone came up behind me and was like, basically like, move, but a bit like, you know. So I reversed and I fucking drove straight into a Prado.
Oh, no.
And I was just like, guy comes up next to me. I was just like, just fucking get out of the way, bro. Just go. And I like smashed the tail light. I like busted the bumper and shit. And I was just like, I got back and everyone just took the piss out of me hard, like for a week.
Fuck.
And I was just like, it is what it is, man. That's just how the workshop works. Like if you fuck up,
you'll know about it. And everyone will know about it.
You got to own it and be like, I fucked up. I just crashed his car. You know, and everyone's like, you're a dumb cunt, you know, learn how to drive, you're a fucking stupid fuck, you know, like, and you're just like, yeah, you're right, actually, you know, like.
Did it fix the fucking squeak?
No.
Imagine if it fucking did.
It sure didn't.
Oh, mate.
Nah, in the end, it was one of the subframe bolts had like sheared the thread.
Ah.
Yeah. So.
Fuck. How do you even, like, you'd have to fucking.
You have to check everything. Bro.
Yeah.
Like. First, it's sway bar links off.
Yeah.
So you're deleting the sway bar link. Go for a drive. So it's like up in the hoist, take the sway bar links off, check all the bushes, blah, 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 blah. Drop it down, go for a drive. Still there. Okay. Back up in the hoist. Let's have a look at the lower control arms. Take them out. All right, they're a bit cracked. Or they're cracked because the car's done like 300,000 Ks. So you're like, it could be that. So let's replace those bushes. Put them back in. Okay, it's still that. All right, now let's check lower ball joints. Let's check fucking tie rod ends. Let's check like the steering rack. Let's check this. Engine mounts. Let's check all this. And then you're just like, what haven't I fucking touched on this stupid car?
Yeah.
I was like, the car, they bought the car for probably like $5,000. They're selling it for like 6, 8. Like, and this customer's like, check the suspension noise. It's like, you were buying a car that's like 20 years old with 300,000-ish Ks on the clock, and yet we have to spend thousands to fix it. I'm like, bro, it doesn't have warranty anymore. What? How does this make sense? Like, aren't you just buying a car as it is? Like,
yep.
Like, at this point, it's just the fucking car, mate. All right? But yeah. So,
but it's a fucking Toyota, mate. They're meant to last for 1,000,000 miles.
Yeah. Yeah, fucking junk cars, bro. I fucking hate Toyotas, man.
Bro, that guy fucking hustled you, whoever that customer was. Hustled you guys. Brother.
That's not the only one, man.
Oh.
You should hear the fucking stories, man.
I'm not surprised.
Oh, man. It's legit like... If it's safety, tires, and brakes, like, I understand, bro.
Yeah, that I do understand.
But some things, it's like...
There's a crack in my dash.
Man.
Oh, no.
Dead set. Like, it's like you're buying a car that's 10 years old, doesn't have warranty, it's done 150,000 Ks, and you're honestly complaining about like a slight noise from the interior. And it's like, what do you want me to do about it, bro? Like, ex-mine vehicle Hiluxes, right? Because that's all I do. I work on mining vehicles for Perth prices, you know? So... fucking a Hilux comes in and this guy's like vibration through the brakes. I'm like, all right, this car's done 200,000 Ks. It came from fucking Port Hedland. The whole thing is rust. Like, it's just rusted. Like, cars that come from the mines should not be allowed back on the road ever. They should only be allowed to live on the mines, and that's it. This thing's got big fucking muddies on it, like front bull bar, custom tray, you know, like upgraded suspension. And he's like, check vibration through the brakes. I'm like, okay, Hiluxes are really bad for brake pulsation because their front pads, their front rotors and their drums are absolutely garbage. They warp all the time.
Yeah.
I drove it 100 Ks on the freeway. I was like, there is no brake pulsation. But you know how with diesels, like you just feel like a vibration through the pedals just because everything's garbage?
Yeah.
That's what it was. And I'm like, what do you want me to do about it? Boss is like, we have to fix the vibration. I'm like, how the fuck do you expect me to fix it? Give him a new car? I was like, what am I meant to do, bro?
Yeah.
That's just day in, day out.
Oh, that would fucking... I'd lose my mind, bro.
Oh, man.
Do you remember what you ended up doing for that car?
No, I said can't fix it. Can't fix it. Characteristics of the vehicle, mate.
Characteristics.
Dead set. That's just it what it is, man. Like Hyundais are hell bad, like because they're like i20s, i30s. Like when you brake really slow, you get this, like this grabbing sound. Customers used to complain about it all the time, and they're like, "My other car had a Mazda, didn't do it." I said, "Yeah, but that's
Mazda versus
it's a Mazda. It's like or any other car." I'm like, That's just some cars just have some faults that come out, from factory. It just is what it is. The characteristics of the vehicle, like dead set. There's nothing you can do about it.
Yeah, there's only one way to really learn about them as well is to like live with the car for a while and see what happens, sort of thing.
It's because when people, bro, probably I'd say half the time at my work, customers are buying cars without road testing them. You would be surprised. Like there's this one salesman, I'm not going to say his name, like he sells fuckloads of cars at work, and he goes, the key is don't go for road tests. He goes, don't road test. You don't need to road test it. It's a Toyota. So when they buy the car and they go, hold up,
brother,
hold up, why is this car making a noise? We need to fix it. And then it comes back and you're just like, bro, we had this one car. Holy shit, man. This Land Cruiser. I remember I did the safety on it, the safety check. I put my fucking fist through the roof, bro. It was that rusty.
Oh, shit.
But the way they took the photos, you couldn't really see it. So this bloke bought this car online. Came to collect and goes, what the fuck's all this rust?
Yeah.
So they were like, all right, fine, we'll fix the rust. So they chopped the roof off, put a new roof on it, and the guy was like, nah, I don't want it anymore. And I was just like, that's the least of the issues. Like there was rust through the firewall, everything. And I was like, what the fuck? They had to wholesale the car in the end. But I was like, what the fuck? The guy bought it like, man, the amount of people that buy cars online. Because photos don't do cars justice. You know what I mean? Like, you need to see the car. People just buy them online and then they come and see the car and they go, what the fuck is this, man? Like, who the fuck buys a car online? Like, that's X amount of money, Like,
yeah, you would like below a certain amount, I can understand it a bit, right?
Like, I bought my R32 on eBay from Melbourne. But that was a $5,000 car back in the day.
Yeah.
So you're like, if it's only $5,000, like, whoop-de-doo. But I'm talking when you're buying like a 79 series Land Cruiser for $80,000 and the windows don't go up and like, the car's an absolute ex-mining piece of shit.
Yeah.
And you're buying it online and you haven't even seen the car. It's like, come on, bruh.
Do you like to gamble with your life? Yeah, I hear.
Oh, man. Another one. Here we go. Ex-mine vehicle, fucking 79 series Land Cruiser. I was like, no worries. Car's absolute piece of shit. Like, I'm talking, you touch it and you just touching it. Looking at it gets you covered in red dirt.
Just a fucking peek in the corner of your eye, neck matter, you just covered in dirt. And you're like, fuck.
Man. And then all of a sudden, there's this massive list, like, fix this, this, and this. I'm like, man, honestly, are you fucking for real? Like,
oh no.
Like, because, nothing's digital in these cars. Everything, like, climate control, everything is controlled by fucking like a cable and a wire, and none of them were working. And I was like, what do you want me to do? Like, I have to take the dash out to fix all this shit. So that's exactly what I did. I spent fucking hours just ripping this whole thing apart just because customer wanted it done. But it's like, it's an ex-mine vehicle. Like, what do you mean?
Yeah.
Like, I get it. Things have to work, but it's like, but it's a car that's out of warranty and you're buying the car as it is. Like, why do we have to spend like...
So the thing is, though, you would think logically, how much time are you spending doing that? How much is the car being sold for? Is it worth paying a mechanic to actually fix all this shit?
Yeah. I'm just annoyed because I'm the mechanic that has to work on these piece of shit mining vehicles.
Yeah. But there must be some sort of logic, right? Because
bro, they make like $10,000 on these cars.
Exactly.
Like minimum. Like,
yeah.
These Hiluxes that they're selling for like 35, 40 grand, they're probably paying less than 10 for them.
Yeah.
Right? Because they buy them in bulk. So they're paying probably less than 10. They're spending, even if they spend 10 and put it up for 30, that's still a $10,000 profit.
Yep.
That's fucking insane.
It is.
You know? But, yeah. Yeah, man. These cars are just, all these ex-miners, man, they're all just fucked. Like, every single Hilux and Prado that comes from the mines, because they're not registered, they all need to go over the pits. And all of them have fucked lower control arm bushes.
Yep.
We don't have an oxy at our work or a fucking 7-inch grinder. So the lower control arm, it takes like 8 hours to replace the lower control arms because they're that seized, they can't get wheel aligned and they fail the pits for the bushes. And I'm just like, I know it sounds like ridiculous. Like 8 hours is like, come on, bro. Like the lower control arms. I'm like, yeah, but I can't cut the bolts out because my ankle grinder is not big enough to fucking get into the bolt.
Yep.
So what am I meant to do? All I can do is swing a hammer at it. I'm like, I have a sledgehammer. There's only so much I can do, bro.
Yeah.
I'm like, I've been asking for an oxy, but because we're in like a temporary workshop while everything gets shuffled around, they're like,
yeah.
At the moment, there's no point buying one. Like, oh,
fair enough.
I'm just whinging about work. I shouldn't be whinging about work. Actually, yeah.
It's all good. When's that new workshop come up? Because you've been talking about it for a little bit.
Well, they've been building it for 2 years.
Okay.
So they just laid the bitumen down for the car park.
Okay.
And like, I think 2 more months, but
all right. So
I don't know. They keep chopping and changing where we're going to be, if we're going to be in the old workshop or if we're going to move somewhere else to another shed. I don't know. Until it happens, then I'll be like, okay, this is what's going on.
Yeah.
I'll just take everything they say with a pinch of salt, you know.
Yeah. I hear you, man. Fair enough. So
just keep going work, mate. Keep doing it.
Just keep owning those dollar bills.
Cha-ching!
F1 testing, my friend.
I didn't watch it. I just watched like the highlights and like some of the like rankings.
Yeah, me
where
too.
people think they're gonna like teams are gonna be. But I don't like how many laps Red Bull did. The least out of everyone. But yeah, I hate to say it, but yeah, I think McLaren.
It looks very promising.
Just from testing, I think they're going to be fighting. They're going to be sort of the favourites.
Yep.
And then, I don't know, to be fair, I think then McLaren, maybe Ferrari, Mercedes, Red Bull. I think maybe Red Bull might be best of the rest.
Potentially.
Yeah, it's hard to say because like in this era, Red Bull have had like a really shit start and then bounced back extremely well. So, yeah, I don't know.
It's hard to gauge because I think
Just
was it
testing, bro? Like,
yeah, day 2 where I think day 2 or 3 where Sainz topped testing in a Williams and people are like, oh my god,
yeah, it's
frosted and stuff, and you're just like, I get it's cool, but it doesn't necessarily mean that's.
I don't think it means anything.
Yeah.
I think Williams have definitely stepped up as they should because they've had the most amount of fucking testing that they're allowed out of everyone for coming basically last for 40 years. So, but yeah, I don't know. It's just testing. The cars look the same. There might be a few little
tweaks here
and there to the bodywork, and some people have gone from like push rod to pull rod or whatever, blah, blah, blah.
Yeah.
But until Aussie in a couple of weeks.
It's all a bit in the air, isn't it?
We won't know until we actually see these cars qualifying. We won't know. But yeah, like just from looking at glimpses here and there, I think, yeah, McLaren, then Mercedes, Ferrari are probably second. You know, those two probably fighting, and then maybe Red Bull, and then I don't know. Alpine. Apparently they're looking pretty good, looking pretty strong.
Yeah, they had a good form run towards the end of last year.
And then maybe like Haas, Williams, Staker, Visa. Apparently they're looking half decent.
Yeah.
And then, yeah, Williams and Stake dead last. Yeah. I don't know.
We shall see.
What do you think?
I agree with what the order that you sort of said. I had a bit of a gander on the YouTubes.
Yeah.
and found a channel called The Race, and they did some.
Yeah, I've been watching them for years, bro.
Yeah, had a bit of an in-depth analysis. Like they actually had people trackside and commentate on
Ed Straw and whatever that other fucking guy's name is.
It was actually cool to hear like their perspective and what they saw from trackside and how cars were behaving and whatnot. So
yeah,
I'd definitely say McLaren is a favourite, especially along like race pace on long-term distance as well. So, you know, I'm hoping that Piastri can maybe take a bit of a flight to Lando.
Yeah, man.
That'll be pretty sick. If he wins his like Aussie GP, bro, that'd be fucking insane.
Yeah, bro, it'd be dope.
We can hope.
Yeah, I mean, we just gotta see what happens.
Yeah.
It's,
bro, I was looking at...
It's just testing, man.
I know. It's so hard to get a read on stuff, but it's just like, it's nice to get a bit of pre-season hype. And
yeah.
Do you still watch Drive to Survive at all? Like, do you keep up to date with it?
Well, the new season's coming out. I do enjoy like behind the scenes and some of the drama, but I'm just too invested in my anime to give up my anime time, bro.
I didn't even finish season 1 and I haven't watched any since. Like, I thought it was cool, but not enough to keep watching it religiously.
I've watched every season.
Yeah.
I think the last season, I didn't watch the last 2 episodes. I was like,
you know,
there's too much like fake drama.
Yeah.
There's too much, like they only cover like 6 races. So it's sort of like rehashing the same race, but from different perspectives. And you're just like, ugh.
Okay, yeah.
You know, whereas like season 1 and 2, it was like there were more races. It was more of a broad spectrum, you know. Whereas
there's more of a complete picture.
Yeah.
I get you.
So it's like, yeah. They'd be like, oh, it was just too much chopping and changing, and like it was all over the place. It wasn't just like as the season progressed, you know.
Yeah, I get you.
So, but no, it's all right. It's cool. It's cool.
Man, I was looking at the fucking prices of F1 merch, like official F1 merch, and my God.
Do you know how much my fucking Max Verstappen Red Bull hat cost me when I was in Suzuka?
I'm guessing 3 figures Australian.
Close. It's $95.
Brother.
$95. But I was there, so I was like, whatever. And then I bought a Suzuka hat, like of just the circuit, and it was $20.
Yeah.
But just because I bought from the Red Bull merch stand and unreal.
The amount of times I've been to the Australian GP and I just look at the fucking merch stands.
Yeah.
All the same fucking stands, just in various different locations and the prices. And you're just like...
Yeah. But you're there, you know?
I know. It's just like you want to get into it, man. You can't just rock up wearing some red fucking shits. You got to...
I'm not going to go all the way to Japan and not buy something. You know, it's just... You know?
Comes back.
It's like, fuck it, what's money? Like, shit.
Z-Tune R34.
Yeah, okay. Just tick up. Just give my kidney for it or some shit. I don't give a fuck about 34s, man. They're overrated.
Mate, I do love me a Z-Tune, though. Those were fucking sick.
It doesn't matter. Z-Tune, fucking Nismo, this, blah, 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 blah. It's still a fucking Japanese piece of shit. Okay? They're not worth $500,000 fucking dollars. I don't care how rare it is, man. Okay? I'm not saying I don't like the other R34. I fucking love Jap cars. I love what they stand for. I love the tuning aspect and blah, 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 blah. But are you for real? $500,000 for a fucking standard R34? Have you ever been in a fucking standard R34?
Actually, I've...
boring as batshit.
I liked it, but yeah, I get
Yeah,
it.
you liked it because you're like, yeah, this is cool. It's an R34. But then you like drive it, like you drive around and you're like, handles just like every other old JDM car. They're not that quick, you know? And
Yeah,
you're
you
like,
got to sink money into it.
yeah. And you're like, oh, yeah, the interior is You know, you're like, oh, $500,000? Really? Or 250,000? You're like, come on, bro. It's probably like 60,000 max. You know, like, come on.
I hear ya. On that note, GDR orders have ended in Japan. So
For the R35?
Yep.
Yeah, man. What the fuck's going on with Nissan?
Bro.
Backing out of the deal with that...
With Honda.
Honda? Bro, Honda make up like 90% of the fucking JDM sales, bro. Apart from Toyota, but you know what I mean?
Yeah, it's it seems to be revolving around the CEO at Nissan.
Yeah.
Like Honda's like, we'll continue talks if he leaves. So we shall see. But
because what happened to that Russian bloke? He had to like go on a fucking milk crate. He had to like lock himself in a milk crate and get shipped over back to Russia before he got extradited or some shit.
Yeah, I watched a fucking documentary about him because he was also, I think, the CEO of Renault.
Yeah, because Nissan, every single Nissan, X-Trail, Pathfinder, whatever, they all have fucking Renault engines in it.
Yeah.
They're all garbage, bro.
Yeah, I think his name was Carlos Ghosn or something. Yeah, I remember just watching when the R35 was being developed and all that sort of stuff on National Geographic. But yeah, there's some really weird shit, man.
Some shady shit going on.
Yeah, he's like, how the fuck do you get out of the country? Like, apparently I think he hid himself in a fridge, somehow like got out of Japan by like being in a car under a fucking seat or something.
Yeah.
It's just like, what
wild,
the
bro.
fuck,
and you're like, what? What do you mean? You're the CEO of Nissan.
Yeah, some really dodgy shit going on, man.
But I don't know.
It's been downhill since.
Yeah, man.
But yeah, R36 probably not happening at the rate things are going.
Doubt it. Yeah.
Which is a shame, but
at least the 400R, like sort of got that. But look, how long's the R35 been going for? Fucking
since 2008, 9 or something?
7, I think. 2007, eh?
Fuck.
That's a long ass time to be basically producing the same car with the same engine and blah, blah, blah. Like
just facelifts.
Facelifts and like...
limited edition.
Yeah, and like some tweaks here and there and as new technology comes out, but it's a long time. I'm pretty sure it's longer than what the 32, 33 and 34 were
by sure.
So, I don't know.
It needed to die at some point, man. Because like you can't just keep facelifting something.
Lipstick on a pig, eh?
Yeah. Like at the end of the day, it's still a fucking pig. I'm not saying GTRs are pigs. You get the fucking point.
Yeah.
But yeah. Like you got to develop a new platform. Yeah. And if you just keep reinventing the wheel, you're not ever going to innovate into something like truly groundbreaking.
Pretty much.
Because I remember when the 35 came out and it was fucking like...
revolutionary, bro. It was like...
Supercar killer.
The supercar killer, man. Like, it was sick. Like, and I don't like V6s. I hate the way they sound. But that V6, it might be pretty odd when you look at it, with the 2 intakes and the way the timing chains and shit. But, man, they fucking destroy Y2K, that fucking roll racing in America.
Oh, yeah.
Or I don't know what it's fucking called. But they are just monsters, bro. Like, fucking monsters.
Yeah, the platform got developed and pushed so quickly.
Yeah, like the way they had the fucking... I mean, okay, it's a Nissan production car with a V6 in the front, tail shaft to it, a gearbox in the rear. I was like, what? I was like, okay, supercars and all that shit probably, do that more. But, I mean, like, it's a Nissan, bro. Like...
Yeah, and it's affordable. Or was affordable.
So... Yeah.
And I think that was like one of the first cars of our modern era where like the launch control was fucking insane. Like it made people sick, bro. And now you got EVs and all that, but back in the day, it was pretty revolutionary.
Yeah, for like, okay, they're not cheap, but for what they were, like, because man, at one point we had like 5 of them at our work. Yeah, man. And I was like, oh, sweet. I'm gonna drive the fuck. I drove so many of them. I was like they're all standard trim, and I was like, to be fair, the Evo would probably keep up with it. But I mean, obviously modified Evo. But they were like, I was like, oh, the interiors aren't that nice. Like, maybe me just being picky, but I just don't like modern interior. I like symmetry. That's why I like S13s. Like that simple, sleek dash. Whereas everything's like, you take off a trim and it's like symmetrical. Like. But all these dashes, they're all like one side's different than the other, and everything's twisty and turning, got weird fucking shit on it. You're like, why can't things just be simple? You ever heard of the KISS theory, bro? Like, keep it simple, stupid,
I hear.
Yeah.
But hey, everyone wants to put a fucking iPad in the middle of the dash now, so.
But like, I get it, because it's like a big screen, it's simple, But like when you have to open the glove box through the fucking tablet, you're like...
Yeah, it's a bit stupid.
It's like, come on, man. Like sometimes...
Climate controls on a fucking touchscreen. Does my fucking head in, bro.
Man, like going from hot to cold, I'm like, this is taking like 30 seconds where it could have taken me less than a second.
Yep.
I'm all about efficiency in life. being fucking ADD. You know, like
Yeah.
time is money. I'm always racing against the clock.
Yeah.
And even if I'm just driving and I'm like, oh, fuck, it's the morning and I forgot to turn the aircon off and it's freezing and I'm sitting there just pressing a button to go up and up. I'm like,
fuck no. Just like, nah.
yeah.
Why does everything have to be so fucking complicated, bro?
Oh, man.
I just, like, are we going to realize that, like, having an ultra-wide fucking monitor at your dash is not a good idea?
Yeah, like the Mercedes, how they legit wrap around the
Same
whole
with the
thing.
fucking BMW M series, bro. You just like...
I'm like, okay, it's kind of cool.
But
I'm like, why?
what happens when something goes wrong, brother? Like,
Well,
what?
I mean, then you're up for a lot of doll hairs, you know?
Yeah, like, oh, mate, just, I don't even want to think about it, and that's why I'm just not going to.
Oh, man, we had this BMW, like, one of those, like, quad turbos.
Oh, Jesus.
I think it was like a tri-turbo or a quad-turbo fucking BMW X something.
Oh, no.
And it failed the pits because the rock cover was pissing. And then we got a quote from... It was some like Euro specialist, and they quoted like $17,000 to just replace the rocker cover gasket, like the rocker cover itself. And I was like, "What do you mean? What do you mean?
That's a fucking crate motor, bro." Like,
I was like, "What?" And like another Land Rover came in with like timing chains, and it was just like, just wholesale the car, just get rid of it. Like it's too expensive. These Euro cars, man.
Yeah.
Like it's. Unreal.
So Gemma's taken her car in to get serviced. Yeah,
no worries, mate. Cheers.
And then
it's shaking your head, like, fuck's sake.
And they've come back and said the timing chain's on its way out, and they've quoted like quite a lot of money to fix it and shit. I'm just like, oh my God.
What car should you got? The Mercedes?
Yeah, C200 W series.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm just like,
I mean, whose fault is it for buying a fucking Euro, bro? Do a bit of research.
Yeah, I know.
Okay. Just get rid of the car. Honestly, just get rid of the car and buy something Japanese.
That's sort of what I implied, but she's got a sentimental attachment to it.
It's a fucking car.
Bro, I know, but I also understand.
I can understand us for sentimental, like your car. Like you've modified it, you've raced it, like you've had this car in Melbourne and come back. Me with the Evo, you know what I mean? Like modified it, like it's my baby, you know, it's an expensive car. It's like a hero JDM car, like the Beamer. I've worked on it. I've fucking customized it. Like
you put time, blood, sweat, tears
I've fucking
into it. Yeah.
drifting into it. It's like that's sentimental, but like a car that you just run around in, like it's just like a piece of shit Mercedes. Like what's sentimental? Like you've had it for a long time. Whoop-de-doo. If it's going to cost you like 10 grand to get timing chains fixed,
it's
not even worth
more
that.
that she's always wanted a Benz, and that was the first one.
Beamer, Benz, a Bentley. Beamer, Benz, a Bentley. I'm a gangster.
And now we learn the true cost of living that life.
Come on, mate.
Mate, I was just like, let's get a fucking Lexus. Let's get something cool. JDM wagon or some shit. But we'll see.
Lexus is so nice, bro.
Brother.
I drive so many Lexus at work, man. They're just fucking... You're just in them and you're like, this is
fucking luxury, man.
Nice, man. This is fucking nice.
Mm.
Yeah, I was in like this brand new RAV4, done like 300 Ks, and I was just like,
bro, I can't believe
how
there's a
nice
fucking wait list for that shit, though.
Man. Oh, no, RAV4s, Klugers,
it's got
probably
better
like
now.
1 month, depending on where you go. 1 month, depending on the colour. Or
bro,
3
during
months.
COVID, it was like a 6 month to a year wait. I was just like, what the fuck?
Do you know how long the wait was for a 70 or like the 70 series Land Cruiser? It was 2 years, bro.
Oh my, nah.
2 years. That's why the used car market exploded.
Yeah.
Because they were like, I'm not waiting 2 years for a car. I'll just go buy a second-hand car.
Yeah.
Exploded, bro.
And then the fucking...
All because of Taiwan.
Used car prices were more than fucking brand new at some points. And you're just like, what is going on?
300 series, like when like people selling them, like, and they were like 150K, where they were like 120 brand new.
Yeah, you're just like, what? People fucking
we're still selling 200 series like Land Cruisers, you know, with like 50, 60,000 on for like 100K.
Yeah.
Cunts love them, man.
Mm.
I'm like, that's a house deposit, motherfucker.
Who needs a house when you can live in a fucking 4B, mate?
Yeah, legit. Yeah, man.
But yes, cars are expensive things at times.
Yeah.
Unless you're smart. not like us.
I was about to say we're not smart. But no, yeah, someday I'll own a brand new car, like straight off the lot.
Yeah.
You know, or something that's done less than 10,000. You know, secondhand under 10,000, whatever.
Yeah,
because that's still considered brand new to me.
Yeah.
Someday, you know, just have
that new car buying experience, because I've done it. Yeah, I can. It's worth it for that once in your life, at least, for sure.
Someday.
Yeah.
At the moment, because I want to get rid of the ASX, because the ASX it's a really good, like, family car if you don't have, like it's a really good car for your missus.
Yeah.
Okay, you know what I mean? Or if you don't care about cars, A to B, whatever.
Does the job well.
Decent on fuel, super reliable. I wouldn't say comfortable. It's all right. You know?
It's not breaking your back.
Yeah, it's a cheaper car, you know?
Yeah.
Boot space is garbage. So, like, I sort of want something for the family, you know? Like,
yeah.
Because at the moment, all I can fit is a shopping bag and the pram. Can't fit fuck all.
You know?
Yeah, so it would be nice to get like a Kluger or a RAV4, you know, something dope, you know, like comfortable. But I just go, it's a want, not a need, you know, like, because being where I work, I can get these secondhand cars a lot cheaper.
Yeah.
I can get them for what they pay.
Yeah.
Plus like 5%. And then I get a discount on interest rates and shit. But I'm like, I don't need to. It'd be dope to have it, but there's no rush, you know?
Yeah.
Because, man, the fucking, like, hybrid RAV4, they drive so nice. They got all the creature comforts, man. They're comfortable. You get, like, 1,000 Ks from, like, a 55-litre tank.
Yeah. It's, trust me, I know. My mum's Yaris is very similar.
Yeah.
It's just, hybrids are just nice. Like, it's like perfect A to B car, I find.
Yeah, that's it.
And that's, if you need that, then I would recommend.
I don't need it, bro. It's a want.
It's a want, but
it's a want.
Who knows? You could be investing in your future, mate. Think about all the money you would have saved on fucking fuel.
Do you know how long that would take to be like justified just for the fuel?
But bro, people do it, man.
Yeah.
Like, yeah.
I don't have the time to sit down and figure out all that fucking math, bro. I wouldn't even know how to figure out that math, to be fair.
Yeah. I mean, the longer you wait, the more options you're going to have anyway. So it's just, you don't really lose.
Bro, we have like 45 RAV4s at my work.
Jesus fucking Christ. Are they all white as well?
I'll send you a photo.
Yeah, do it.
I'll send you a photo. We have a section of just RAV4s, bro.
We're just a RAV4 dealership?
Man. Well, we got like 500 cars on the yard. Damn. I'll send you a photo next time I'm up there. Right. It's just, you look at it and you just all RAV4s in this fucking line and you're like, Jesus Christ.
It's just like a fucking, when they're about to like send the ships on the docks and shit. Just a line of
It's
cars.
legit that, man. Like, it's legit.
Oh, no.
Yeah.
I mean,
but that's
the world's best-selling car, I think.
People love them, man. They're fucking nice cars, man.
Mm-hmm.
Nice cars.
Yep. Will you ever catch me with one?
If you have a family. I've got a family, so it's different, you know?
Yes.
But I saw this S14 for sale. This red kooky for sale for 37 grand. And I showed Shauna and I was like, yeah, what do you think if I get another Sylvia? And she goes, yeah, I'm not against it, but you've got to get rid of one of your cars. So I'm thinking about selling the Beamer. Just maybe put an ad up for expression of interest.
See what comes through.
20 grand. 20 grand's a reasonable price. Okay, yeah, the car doesn't look that nice, but it's got an LS in it, making 400 horsepower. You know, it's T56, true track built diff, you know, custom tail shaft, custom sump. It's got all this shit, you know, like dual caliper setup, seat, steering wheel. It's basically just a get in, go drift car.
Yeah.
I was like, man, if I could maybe get rid of that.
It could be attainable.
And then I want a fucking kooky, bro. I want an S14 kooky again.
Are you going to fulfill the RB swap that you've wanted?
You know what? SR20, baby.
Oh, here we go. You heard it here first.
I love RBs. I love the sound, but for what I want a Silvia, it won't be a drift car.
Yeah.
I want like a cruise car. I've got the Evo for that. You know what I mean? Like, I want a Silvia so bad, man.
You gave Sam a bit of shit about getting his fucking...
Yeah, but his is a bucket S13, bro. You know? It's a fucking piece of shit. Nah.
Poor guy.
You know, like, I've had 3 S13s.
You've done with them.
To me, the shapes, like, you have to wide body them. You have to put these fancy kits on them. With S14s, it's like you lower them and then you put the fucking lip on it, and it's like, oh my God, I just came. To me.
Yep.
So
you don't see many around anymore either.
And I just miss mine so much. There's a guy at my work's got one. He wants to sell it. He said he'll sell it for 30 to me. And I was like, 30 grand. I was like, man, I bought mine for 7.5. How can I justify going from 7.5 to 30 for a
Times
Silvia?
change, man.
It's still not the $250,000 mark. So, you know, like fucking GDR, but I want a Silvia so bad. Yeah.
Do you reckon that'll change if you fixed your Evo and started driving that more? Because that's the one thing I noticed is like when I wasn't driving my car, I was looking at everything under the fucking sun, man. I was just like, this is going to be fucking sick.
Yeah.
And then I started driving my car again. I was just like, what the fuck
I
was I
don't
doing?
need it. I don't need it. But how dope would it be to have an Evo and a Silvia?
Mate, I'm not... I 100% agree, though.
Yeah, I know what you mean. Like, as soon as I start driving the Evo again, it'll be like, Silvia, fuck Silvia's.
Yeah.
Garbage. But I just miss my Silvia because it's, you know...
Nostalgia?
Street drift car, you know? Like, two-way diff in it. They're just like, the Evo, you wouldn't put a carbon fiber bonnet on. You wouldn't, you know, chop and change shit with like eBay parts and stuff like that. With a Silvia, it's like, you know, it's sort of more of a toy car.
Less frowned upon.
Yeah, you know,
Yeah,
like
I get you.
sort of deal. Yeah, I
Yeah.
don't know.
It's just, it's rare, like crazy how rare some of these things are when you see them so much. Like I remember fucking 33 GTS-Ts used to be everywhere.
Bro, they were more common than flies on shit.
And now you fucking barely don't even see them, man. Not even at fucking car meets, bro.
Yeah, JDM mates. I'm like, where's the 33s at?
There's fucking none.
Yeah.
There's more GTRs than GTS-Ts, bro.
Yeah.
You're just like, what the...
I think because all the GTS-Ts have been put into a tree.
Yeah, well, you caused that yourself, buddy. So, but yeah, it's crazy how times have changed, man.
I've never once put a 33 into a tree. Thank you very much.
I wasn't saying you. I was talking about the general populace, mate.
I put a lot of cars into trees, and a 33
I think I would
isn't
remember
one
what I put into a tree. Thank you very much, sir.
yeah. To be fair, the only car I put into a tree was my dad's Ranger.
Yeah, the one that's still out there, right?
No. This is the one before.
Okay.
It was wet and I was drifting this fucking Ranger.
Wasn't your fucking dad at a funeral as well?
Yeah.
Oh, you fucking dog.
Called him up, mate. I was like, Dad, I just crashed your car. And he goes, I'm at a funeral. I was like, that's heavy, bro.
You're just like, you may need to dig another hole.
Nah.
What the fuck for? Your car. Fuck.
Yeah.
Oh, mate.
That was a long time ago, bro.
Oh.
I had that thing fucking sideways, bro. I used to drift that thing everywhere, man.
Mate.
What was I? I was such a piece of shit. It wasn't even my car. I just couldn't help myself back then, eh?
Mate, you had a need.
I had a need. Had a big hole that needed to be filled.
So I saw you and Sam went to that meet on Sunday.
Perth JDM Central.
Yes. How was it? I was gonna go, but I was like...
It was hot. Nah, it was good. It was good. A lot of like top quality JDM cars were there.
Yeah. Because it's run by the same people that do Japanese car spotting, I think.
Maybe. I don't know.
But go on.
Yeah, it was social club in the Swan Valley. So it was nice. It wasn't just like a random fucking car park.
Yeah.
But they parked the cars like face to face. Instead of like, you know, so you just got to see arse ends of cars. But it was good. And it was just hot. It was alright. It was good. Like, it was good to get out of the house. It was like 10 minutes up the road. So I was like, fuck it, whatever.
Ah, nice. Yeah,
You know?
that makes it
So-
good.
Yeah, I was like, no, it's alright. Some nice cars. Had a yarn, a few people. I didn't take that many photos.
I mean, the last thing you want to do is to go to events and like feel like you are forced.
It's a chore.
Yeah. Which I completely understand.
Yeah. This Sunday is going to be a chore.
Are you? Yeah. So
Cars in the Valley.
Mm-hmm. Been asked to be part of the team again?
Nah, I'm just going to go. I've been to every single one.
So
I just want to keep the tradition going.
Uh-huh.
So it starts at 10 and then Nishi D's on.
Yeah. I was on that too.
Yeah. And like, I'm just so itching to see drift cars, man. So.
Is this the first one of this year?
Yeah, I think so. Yeah. Yeah. So, yeah, it's going to be a big day. It's going to be a big day.
Hopefully it's not too hot.
I got Monday off as well. I was like, I'm booking Monday off just to like...
Recover,
go through all the
Smart,
photos and do a little bit of editing and maybe do like a food shop and meal prep and shit.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
Yeah, you kind of forget like when you do really big events where you're driving out and back in and whatnot, you lose a whole day.
I will lose from fucking 9 o'clock in the morning till 5 o'clock at night.
Yeah. It's like a working day pretty much.
It's going to be a big fucking day.
Yeah.
But it'd be cool.
Be
cool.
Nice.
So,
on Friday, I went to Infinite Time Attack.
Yeah.
That was pretty sick.
Did you take your car?
No, I was just watching. Yeah. I've got a couple of things I want to do to mine before I get it back out there. Just comfort and safety wise sort of stuff. But
do you need a cage for Infinite Time Attack?
No.
Okay, that's good.
It's one of those things where, like, generally speaking, if you go on quicker than a certain time, they encourage it, but it's not like enforced if you do it like straight off the track sort of thing.
That's all right.
But yeah, it was cool. Had some pretty sick cars. A lot of Civic Type R's, FK8s, FL5s there.
Nice, sweet.
My mate Ryan Goldberg's actually got one that's like fully caged and FK and stuff. He's running a new big brake kit that he was testing. So it was sick.
Nice.
Just good to keep part of the scene, even if you're not like...
It's just good to get out there,
Yeah.
Just talk to people, like-minded people, and see cars on track.
Yeah.
It's cool.
100%. Like I was there till 11 o'clock at night.
Jesus.
Yeah, I was going to just
it's a Friday night, so that's all right.
Yeah, but like you go there and you're just like, I'll see who's there. And then you end up like talking to new people or seeing people that you like regularly see and whatnot. Next thing you know, it's like fucking 11 o'clock at night. And you're just like,
damn, I've got an hour drive home.
Yeah, for sure. I love the fucking active radar cruise and lane keep on the way back, man. It's just zen.
Creature comforts.
Yes, it's nice. But yeah, I think I've got the itch. Every time I go to an event like that, I just got this itch to be like, I want to be out there. I want to be fucking...
You just want to be racing.
Ripping fucking laps on laps on
doing
laps.
Dumb shit.
Because there's nothing better, man.
Well, it's responsible because it's on the track.
Yes. But it's also in your car that you fucking...
Daily.
Used to daily at one point. Yeah.
Yeah, I feel that.
But no. We'll get there eventually. That's still on my list for this year is to go to at least 2 events. Night time's where it's at, bro.
Bro, we're already in the 3rd fucking month.
Mate, it's my fucking birthday next month.
Woo! You're an old fart.
Mate.
33?
Yep. I know.
33, motherfucker.
Next minute, it's going to be like fucking 40 and I'll be driving a fucking Camry hybrid or some shit.
A Yaris Cross.
I need it to be off the ground so I don't have to squat to get my fucking shit out the boot.
It's coming.
Yeah, don't remind me, mate.
I can't believe it. We're 33 this year. We're fucking old, man.
Yeah, I'm just glad it's like still considered early in the 30s, not early like mid 30s. Or late 30s, Because that's when I'll probably fucking panic. I just feel like, what shit! The fuck? Oh, mate.
Yeah, it's coming.
It is. Around the corner.
I mean, it's part of life, bro. Like, at one point, you just got to go, there's nothing you can fucking do about it, so why worry?
Yeah, for sure.
I can't change my height. So
it's only going to go downhill from here.
So there's no point worrying about it.
Yes. But nah, I'm like, I look back on all the shit I've done in life and I'm happy, bro. I don't have regrets, man. Like, no regrets. I've done my fair share of stuff and experienced some pretty awesome fucking
That's
things.
good. As long as you don't have any regrets. That's all right.
For sure, man. I'd hope most people don't. You never know, though.
Nah. Who knows? Who gives a fuck about other people, though, man? Honestly.
I do. A small circle.
A small circle. Yeah, of course. But I'm saying in the vast majority of people, it's just like...
Yeah.
I don't have fucking time for you, man. You know, the small circle, you're like, yeah, no worries. Got the time. But new acquaintances, you're just like...
Yeah, adult life, you don't really have time for that.
Yeah,
often.
I've learned, hey, like you've just got to be very selective with who you give your time to now. No.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, I hear, man.
It sounds like a fucking I sound like an antisocial piece of shit, right? Which I am that, but
I'm not denying.
but at the same time, you have to. There's like one most important person is yourself. You have to be selfish. You can't just keep giving all your time away for free.
And then wonder why.
Yeah, at one point you just got to be like, no, I need to focus on me. I don't like people that send me messages and they're like, hey man, my car, blah, blah. It's like, if you're not willing to pay, because I've spent a lot of fucking time learning, don't bother me. Don't waste my fucking time, okay? Because time is money. And I'm not giving shit away for free. Like if you know what I mean? Like it sounds fucking horrible because, you know, you should be helping people and this and that. But it's like, no, we all got to fucking eat, bro. Okay? You know? Sounds bad, but you got to learn to say no.
Yeah, but you got to think of it this way as well, right? Like by someone potentially dragging you out there to have a look at their car, you're losing on time with your family, your son, potentially getting paid to do the exact same thing if you were working overtime, for example.
Yeah. Or like if someone was actually willing to pay me cash.
Exactly.
You know?
Like it's all opportunity costs. And you got to realize that nothing really is free.
Yeah. Or when someone's like, hey man, like my car's making this, or hey, I want to do this to my car. And you're just like, well, I have to do the research now. I have to find the parts, call around. Like that's still time.
Correct.
You know, like still costs money, man. Like, yeah. Like if close mates, it's like, all right, we'll figure something out. But
yeah, but you know,
feed me with monsters, bro. You know, and we'll get it done. But
feed me with Dirk.
Yeah, brother leveling.
Oh mate, the internet is a fucking wild place.
Oh,
bro.
it's so good, man.
My Facebook feed is just degenerate shit.
Yes, I love that.
I'm just looking at it like I am fucking destroyed.
Oh, rotten to the core.
Oh man.
Oh man, the shit Sam and I send each other is just like, wow, we're fucked, eh? It's just,
how does it even make it onto a social media platform?
bro. What happened to Instagram? Like, a week ago, where it was just a day of just death. Man, I scrolled for like 10 minutes and I seen like 8 people get murdered, bro.
What the fuck?
I was like, this is awesome, man.
Jesus. I was not aware of this.
Bro, I was fucking loving it. I was like, this is the best shit I've ever seen, man.
Jesus.
It was all in America. Like one video, for example, there's like this hallway and there's like 8, there was like 6 cops.
Yep.
This dude strolls up to this other cop in his back and stabs him. And then he just walks up to the other cop in the elevator with a knife in his hand. And the cops are just like, what the fuck? And they just blast him, bro. Just 2 clips into him, man. 2 magazines, boom, boom, boom. And I was just like, yes, Instagram, keep them coming. Another one is this fucking sheriff or this cop shoots this dude in the leg and you can see the bullet hole in his leg and he's pissing blood. And then he's got his gun in his hand and he's trying to reload his revolver, but he's fumbling. And then he's still trying to do it. And then his gun jams. And then next minute, you just see his kneecap blow out. And he just stumbles to the ground. I was like, what the fuck? And then there's just like a bunch of traffic stops and people just getting shot. Like, I was like, Instagram is fucking wild. And it was just for a day. And I was like, man, there should be a setting where it's like, I just want to see this. Like, because I was like, this is fucking wild.
What the fuck? Bro, yeah, something must have happened, man.
Oh, yeah. My algorithm is fucked up.
Just got cooked.
Oh, man. It's cooked, bro. It's bad.
It is bad.
Yeah.
And
I've got no one to blame but myself.
I was going to say.
Yeah.
Oh, dude. But yes, anime.
Ah!
So.
Go on.
What do we start with? Solo leveling
you're,
like usual?
You're fucking gone. Man!
Bruh.
The best of the best right off the rip, bro.
Yeah, we kind of go downhill from there, right? So.
Yeah. Oh, fuck, man. I'm hanging out for Sunday, man.
Bro. I can't believe that last episode, I'm not going to spoil it for people who haven't watched it.
Nah, fucking spoiler. Who gives a shit? That's their problem.
But it like the fucking episode that got the most dislikes because of
Because he cried.
because he fucking.
I cried, bro.
I was just like,
I was like, come on, man.
you fucking
It
like
can't be-
emotionless pricks.
Yeah, it
Like,
can't be action all the time.
I
man.
know. I was just
He-
like, what?
For legit 1.5 seasons, his goal was to
He's
find
just
a
been a
cure
fucking
for his
goat.
mum.
I know.
And he finally found it, and everyone's like, dislike. It's like, what? What do you mean?
What do you want from me?
Yeah.
Like,
Oh, it was a good episode.
It
alright?
was. It was very
a good
heartfelt.
episode. Yeah. huh?
and yeah, it
I fucking
did
love it,
a
man.
lot of justice to the actual manga as well. So they did.
Oh, that's good. Well, you've read the manga. I haven't. The manhwa.
Yes.
Sorry, the manhwa. Whatever.
But I
however
just
you
can't
say
believe it, man. Like,
it. Yeah, well, you can't please everyone all the
I
time.
know. It's just like,
For the next arc.
yes. So have you seen the trailer?
Yeah, of course I have, bro. I've
watched it 10
I
times.
know all the spoilers because I watch all the reels that like explain what happens, and I'm just
Yeah.
like, I don't fucking care. I need more information.
Yeah.
I don't give a fuck. I can't be bothered sitting and reading it. I don't have the time.
Yeah. It is
But,
a time.
like, I have the time to scroll at work, so it's like whatever. But yeah, man, what's coming is gonna be wild, bro. I already know it, man.
The fact they fucking released a trailer for the the next arc, I'm just like,
What,
they're hyping it up a
the
lot.
Island arc. Oh man, I can't wait.
It's going to be pretty sick.
I can't wait to see this 4-on-4 and how he steps in and saves that blonde.
Oh, yeah.
lady. Oh man,
Yeah, it's pretty cool.
I'm excited. I'm so pumped. Come on, Sunday. Come on. Woo! I'm gonna get up at 5
How
and
many
watch
more
it.
fucking
I think there's like 4 or 5 left.
Yeah, I was going to say because it generally they do 12 episodes a season.
There'll be
sometimes
12. There'll be 12.
Yeah,
There's
so-
a lot of rumors like the last one's gonna be an hour. Nah.
and then we had other rumors
doubt
saying
it.
that it's not going to be as well.
I
so,
doubt it's gonna be now. I think I'll just stick to it normally and shit.
yeah, but yeah, Dragon Ball Daima ended last week. So shout out to the people that watched that. That was fucking sick. It
Yeah,
was cool.
I haven't watched it. I don't care for Dragon Ball. But
Yeah,
I
that's
should
all good.
start caring for Dragon Ball.
I mean, it's one of those things. I grew up with it,
Yeah.
so like it's got a lot more sentimental value.
Every 33-year-old grew up with Dragon Ball.
True,
So,
but like I was fucking frothing the shit.
yeah.
Like, yeah,
You're
it's
a
different.
loser. I get it. Nah. I'm a loser now too, bro.
Oh, mate. No.
But yeah, solo leveling, fucking unreal, man.
Yes,
Unreal,
agreed.
Unreal. So many waifus, bro. Oh my lord, the waifus.
Man. Yeah, I know. Demon Slayer movie? They've
Don't
actually been
care.
announced.
Don't care for it. Sorry.
Mate.
Don't care for it. Demon Slayer is just all animation.
It's still fucking sick.
Yeah, I know. I need to watch it. The list is too big.
Yeah. You've got till September anyway.
Yeah. I guess.
So
Yeah.
I saw the trailer for that and it looks sick.
Yeah, it does look good, man. It
That animation studio just knows how to cook very well.
Endless budget. Endless budget.
Mm. But yeah, it's good season
Yeah.
for anime.
I just rewatched Fate Stay Night, Unlimited Blade Works.
I love that fucking series, man.
Bro.
It's so good.
Because it was like one of my first ever animes that I watched.
Yep.
Well, you know. And then I rewatched it and I was just like, man, this is just chills, bro.
It's the same studio that animates Demon Slayer, I'm pretty sure.
Yeah, right.
So
Fuck me, man. That series,
it's top.
it like scratches your head a bit. You're like, I need to concentrate.
Yes.
But it is the fight scenes, the stories, the waifus, it's just so damn good, man.
Have you seen any of the other Fate stuff? Like
I'm
Fate Zero?
currently watching. Well, Fate Stay Night 0 happens before Unlimited Blade Works because that's the 4th Holy Grail War, and this is the 5th or the 6th one.
Something like that.
Yeah,
But
something like that. You know what I mean? So that I'm currently watching the 3 movies.
Yep.
So I've almost finished the first movie, and I'm just figuring out that they're all not linked. It's all just like different timelines and different.
Yeah.
And I was like, man, I was so happy to. I so wanted to see fucking Tosaka and Shiro just like, you know, grow together as a couple and go on this adventure. And I was like, I'm not gonna get that.
No.
I'm not gonna. I'm actually.
It's different timelines and stuff.
Yeah, I'm actually so sad. I'm like, please.
You got so invested.
I am so invested, man. Like, I was like, oh, watching them go to college, like magic school and all this. I was like, oh, yes, but no.
They could do a follow-up season or series. Really
fucking
could.
better. I'm going to send them a letter. So, yeah.
Can you fucking write in Japanese, brother?
I can't even write English, bro.
Like, Google Translate. Send this to...
Yeah. But yeah, I'm watching the movies now.
Nice.
But I mean, like, I'm up to the fucking Chimera Ant arc in Hunter x Hunter, and I just don't care. So I've like stopped that. I got up to episode like 80, and I was like, well, scrap it, you know? Oh man, watching so many.
I find I go through phases of like stuff that I enjoy.
Yeah.
Like sometimes it'll be really like heavily action dependent. Other time it's just like slice of life, high school stuff.
You know,
yeah,
high school DxD.
You can
slice
just
of life.
bro. Oh, all right. Let's talk about this, right?
Yes, I love ecchi.
Fucking, it does my head in when first 2 seasons, same voice actor, same animation studio.
Yeah.
Season 3, like episode.
Hold on, what
2,
are we talking about here?
DxD.
Okay, yeah.
They fucking changed the animation and the voice actor.
And then season 4 went even different again.
I was just like, what the fuck?
But between season 2 and season 3 was like 3 years. Well, it was a long time.
Yeah.
And then season 3 to season 4 was even longer. And we've been waiting like 10 years for season 5, bro.
Bro.
So, I know.
I was so
man.
invested. I was just like, as soon as like I noticed the change, I fucking paused it, went to IMDb. I was like, this is fucking changed. I saw it change, and I was just like,
I
fuck.
still love it, bro.
I do as well, but it's just
Rias Grimmery, my lord.
oh mate, it's
I don't know,
surprisingly
tits are too big.
The storyline
The
is
story's-
actually alright.
The story's fucking
I was
banging,
invested,
bro.
man.
Bro, the story is actually like, okay, fan service, titties, and childish titty loving aside, the story is actual fucking
Like,
sick, man.
Without all that stuff, it would still be a decent anime or manga. Like,
yeah, man.
the concepts are cool.
Have you watched Testament?
Yes, I've seen
Yeah.
that too. Yeah.
Okay, listen.
Here we go.
The whole servant pact thing aside and honey on the titties aside, the story is actually pretty good.
This is what gets me hooked, man. It's the actual fucking legitimate like story, man. I'm just like, how?
Oh, the whole servant pact is like
That was messed up, man.
Oh, in a good way.
Yeah, but I'm just like,
In a
who
good
thinks
way.
of this shit, right? Like, someone must have been like, how do I make like I've
Bro,
seen all this normal anime, right?
Yeah.
I see all this like pact of master and slave stuff. How do I make it as edgy as possible?
Oh, bro.
And sell it to the masses.
It needs a proper hentai version, bro. Dead set. I'm down the rabbit hole, bro. But, man, it's pretty damn good, okay? Listen, redo healer, okay?
That's fucking degenerate.
It's degenerate as
That is
fuck.
probably the worst and
It's-
most fucked up one. It's
Yeah, it's like borderline rape hentai.
it is fucked.
But the storyline, like the concept is pretty good. Like a dude who can fucking heal people gets abused by the queen or the princess.
Multiple people.
By everyone. Okay.
Yeah.
Drugged and all. And then he finds a way to go back in time but keep some of his memories, you know? And then goes, I'm going to fuck you all up.
So it's
And then he does it, but it's a lot more degenerate than that, you know?
Yes.
Like it's
yeah.
yeah.
Very
like
extreme, let's put it that
The
way.
concept is pretty good. Like, have you watched Wrong Way to Use Healing Magic?
No.
Garbage. Don't.
Okay.
It's not that good.
Yeah.
Like, I got up to like episode 10. I was just like, why am I watching this shit? Could be watching something way better.
The whole isekai concept, I think, is very played out, but there are some good ones. in
Yeah,
there.
there's some good ones. Like, I think it's like Black Summoner or something. Summoning something. There are some decent ones. I watched a fair few. There are some good ones. Like,
But you have to sift through a lot of...
yeah, the ones that are like, I got
Anime's-
reincarnated into another world.
Yeah.
Technically, I'm fucking weak, but this skill makes me OP.
The titles are
And you're like,
insane.
that's one title.
Yeah, there's like fucking ones that like I reincarnated as a vending machine. You're just like, How on earth?
What do you mean?
How do you write a storyline of someone is now a vending machine and get it like a complete season of this?
12 episodes dubbed. And you're like, what?
Yeah. And then,
I tried watching I Got Reincarnated as Slime and I was like, ugh, garbage.
yeah, I haven't given that a go yet.
Yeah, no, I couldn't get into it. I was like, you are legit a ball of slime. Okay, I get it's going to change, but
Yeah.
yeah, there's so many. I got to get my phone up. That's how many they're fucking going for.
Yeah, I can't believe how much is out there. It's a very
Man.
you can understand why people get obsessed
Oh, yeah. 100%.
and just do not leave their room.
Oh, yeah. Like,
It's insane.
I'm up to season 2, episode 29 of ReZero.
Yes, that's a pretty cool one.
It's a head fuck.
It is.
It's a head fuck, but it's pretty decent. It is decent.
It's like the safe for work version of Redo Heal in a lot of ways.
Yeah. I like how the save points sort of
Progress.
but there's a lot of like twists and turns, but you sort of know he's just going to die and figure it out. But I was like, man, that'd be pretty fucked up. Like, when you actually think about it, you're like, everyone's just getting slaughtered and he's just got to figure out the right path to take.
Yeah.
But, I mean, I haven't finished it, so...
Just some of the ways he dies, man, are just fucking...
You're just like,
gruesome.
damn!
Yeah.
Yeah. And you're watching Free Rent?
Yes, giving that a go.
Good. Get through it, bro. It is honestly so fucking good.
It seems like... I like the concept so far, but it's just the pacing at the first couple of episodes is just like... I get you building a world and a story.
To be fair, the pacing doesn't change.
Okay.
Okay, it's constantly world building.
Yeah.
And yeah, it's for me it was like so refreshing. I was like, oh, finally just a good chill pace the whole time.
Yeah. And I think that's going from like solo leveling to that, there is a very big contrast in pacing.
Yes. Yeah.
So I think that's
but
kind
you
of
just fall in love with the characters, man. You're like, fuck these. Yeah.
I like that there's a lot of character dev in Free Rent so far.
Yeah, it's honestly so
I'll keep
good,
watching
man.
and we'll go from there.
It's honestly so good. I'm waiting for Wisteria, Wand and Sword, season 2.
I haven't seen that one.
Bro, watch it. Good.
Good.
Very good. Chainsaw Man movie coming out soon.
I need to finish the actual season.
Fucking love Chainsaw Man, bro. Fuck.
I've heard a lot of interesting things about where the manga goes and how fucked up it gets.
Yeah, I haven't... I've got
got it right there.
I've got a little collection. But, I mean, yeah.
First 3, I mean.
Yeah, that's it. Yeah. I'm not made of money, bro. They're $17 a pop.
It's all good, man.
Okay?
Have you actually tried to read physical manga?
Yeah, I started reading some of the actual solo leveling one. I was like, it is almost bang on. Like, the Hunter x Hunter, I was episode 4, or the edition 4, and I was like...
Are these ones like... you start from the back and then...
Yes, yeah.
Like legitimate.
Legit,
yes.
But it's in English.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah.
It's just a different experience starting from the back.
Bro, number 4 is still the fucking... it's still the training arc.
Yeah.
The Hunter exam. I was just like, bro.
It goes in like... You realize how much anime cuts out from a manga when you read.
But I was like, this is only episode. I was like, this is number 4, and that's still the Hunter exam. I was like, man, there must be 300 fucking books.
Yeah,
like Bleach.
Yes. Bleach is a whole
for
collection.
$300, you could get edition 49 to like 80 something, and I was like, there must be like 1,000.
Yeah, there's a lot of chapters for like your hardcore series, especially ones that have finished. Like I think Naruto box set is around $300 as well for some places. So
yeah, but that'll only be like edition 1 to like 50.
Some of them are complete, but yeah, I get you. It's not a cheap hobby to have.
I'm just buying the sort of ones that I've seen.
Yeah.
So like just as like a hey, I've watched it here. Like if I can find it, you know.
It's one of those things though, like you read it and you're just like, I want to try keep it in good condition, but you flick through a book and it slowly wears. And the same sort of stuff happens with physical manga. I don't mind it, but you just got to be careful as well.
I'm not fucking gonna flick through them.
You're just like fucking tear
They're
that
just
shit.
there, bro. And they're just there. Maybe
Display
like
only.
because Tom loves reading books. Apparently, Sean just sent me a message saying Tom's already read that book 10 times.
Oh, nice.
Yeah. So like maybe when he's like older and can sort of understand, then
Yep.
I'll read Berserk
Introduce.
to him.
Oh, mate. I was going to say that is like the worst one to possibly start with.
Yeah. Nah, you know what I mean. I'll maybe My Hero or some shit.
Yeah, because I was thinking like I wanted to get a gift for a friend's like kid. And I was like, what's a safe manga for like a kid to kind of get
Probably
into?
My Hero.
Yeah, My Hero is one of the first ones that came to mind, and Naruto was another one. But then now I've also realized like Naruto's got the fucking some bits which are probably not that kid friendly.
Maybe Hunter x Hunter. That's pretty kid friendly.
Yeah.
I mean, there's a lot of death, actual.
Yeah, but like it depends how it's sort of talked about and contextualized. a bit.
Sakamoto Days.
It's not fucking. I haven't seen.
Oh, it's about a fucking assassin, eh? Yeah.
I mean,
but it's like PG
ish.
Yeah.
Kaiju number 8 might be alright, but some of the monsters are like a little bit scary.
Down to down.
That's a bit. No, bro. The very first fucking thing, the aliens.
Yeah. It's
He's
only
like-
that one scene, man.
Bro,
Attack on Titan.
that will traumatize the fuck out
I'm
of someone.
traumatized from Attack on Titan. bro.
Someone's going to write a fucking PhD on Attack on Titan and how it scarred them for life.
Delicious in Dungeon.
I have not even heard
Bro. Have you watched it?
No.
Oh, you haven't even heard. Netflix. Oh, you don't have Netflix.
that. I'm trying to avoid.
Delicious in Dungeon is actually so good.
Okay.
Yeah, man. I was like, wow, this is
You're
actually...
going to have to write me a list.
I was
and
like,
I'll
wow,
get
I'm
into it.
fucking hungry now. They're just eating monsters in a dungeon. Like, it's actually so good. Delicious in Dungeon, man.
That reminds me of, I think it's called Food Wars. I've been told that's really good.
Yeah. I've heard of it. I haven't watched it.
Yeah.
But yeah, man, Delicious in Dungeon was actually fucking so good, man. I can't wait for the next season, man.
So yeah, welcome to our like last 20 minutes of us talking about anime.
Oh, we can still keep going, bro. I'm not done yet.
We're just
I'm not
turning
done
into
yet.
an anime podcast.
Yeah, I don't give a fuck. I don't give a shit, bro. What people think.
If you're not on it,
I'm just currently
give it a
on
go.
my watch list as well. Yeah, so
yeah.
there's all the fates.
Yeah, it's a good thing Crunchyroll's got them.
Yeah, Chivalry of a Failed Knight. It's actually pretty good. It's a little bit...
I've heard of that
it's
one.
not quite ecchi, but like the actual story is actually pretty dope. I like it.
Yeah.
Oh, Breach. Oh, Breach. Breach is so good. Summertime Rendering. That's a head trip. It's basically like a better, shorter version of ReZero. So like every time he dies, he goes back to like a starting point, and the starting point always changes.
Okay.
But it's like, it's just better.
It's just
It's not as like silly and childish and long.
Yep.
And like he doesn't get as many chances and tries. Like he's
Yep.
like, this is the end date. Like you've gotten to this point to figure this out. And like legit at the start, you're like, oh yeah, what's going on? And then it's like bang, bang, bang. And you're like, what the fuck?
There's a good
A clip?
anime called what's it called? Gate something.
This one here?
Let's see.
Gate? The name is just Gate.
I need to see the fucking characters.
Oh, I don't know if you'll be able to say that, but
Let's see. If I see the picture, I might be able to find it.
I'll just go to the old Googles.
I'll also pull up my eye. Good old
Why the
Crunchyroll.
fuck do I not have a fan in here, bro? This is so hot.
Bro, you're cooking me, man.
I'm cooked right now, bro. Mentally and physically. That.
No, it's
No?
different. I will find you the link and send it. It's really cool. It's sort of like not quite like Solo Leveling, but there's a concept of gates, and they just appear in Japan, and then Japan sends its military in, and it's like a fantasy world, but you've got people from Japan with fucking guns and shit,
Yeah, right.
and they have to sort of do the politics side of.
A High School of the Dead, eh? I actually need to add that to my watch list. I need to watch it.
Yeah, that
I've
looks
heard some, yeah.
interesting things.
Yeah.
But yes, there is a whole world out there.
Oh, man, it's fucking unreal, bro. There's so many.
You can see why there's so many fucking otaku, like just obsessed with anime and manga.
Oh, bro. So many people.
Marrying
obsessed with
fucking
waifus
pillows and shit. And you're just like,
I get it, bro. The waifus
like-
are real, bro. You've seen my shirts. You've seen them, man.
oh, mate.
Yeah, like I have a little thing now, like wake up at like 5:36 on a Sunday. I watch Solo Leveling probably like 2 times.
I rewatch every episode.
Depending, like if the episode wasn't like a fucking banger, I'll rewatch the whole thing, like every episode on season 2 before the new episode, just to like get re-amped up. If the episode's a banger, I'll watch it 4 times on Sunday. So like I'll watch it like twice, and then I'll watch in the afternoon. I'll watch Sakamoto Days.
Nice.
Because that one's all right. So
I need to get onto it.
There's so many, man. Like, yeah.
It's an endless void.
Endless. Unreal.
And the good thing is it doesn't
stop.
Doesn't stop and doesn't cost you money as much. It's just time.
Yeah. Pretty much. Pretty much.
Yeah.
Man.
Oh, mate.
There's so many I want to watch. It's fucking unreal, bro.
I know. So we've got some pretty cool guests lined up, mate.
Maybe not. We'll see what happens. No spoilers.
No spoilers, but
I don't
exciting
know.
stuff.
Yeah. We'll see.
Oh, that's the other thing I was going to talk about.
What? Go on.
The
time. We've got no... We've got plenty of time, is what I'm saying.
There we go. We got there in the end.
I'm retarded.
The tarmac events, they ran a Albany tarmac sprint.
They sure did.
It looked pretty damn cool.
It looked cool.
Mitch Lano was there.
Yes,
a couple of people.
Was, yeah.
A lot of people from the city tarmac sprint scene and general tarmac sprint scene were there, but it's sick. I need to go check it out at some point. Scenery looks cool.
Yeah, it looks sick, man. I was like, wow, that looks cool. Too bad I don't want to drive to Albany.
It's a little bit of a trek, isn't it?
I'm not doing that. Yeah, I mean, I'm keen to go back to the Ellenbrook one and the Perth one. That was so cool, man. That was just something different, you know?
Yeah, I want to check the one out at the Motorplex that they hold on Thursday nights at some point.
Bro,
just to see.
I looked at the list. There was like 75 drivers, man.
Yeah.
I was like, there are more fucking drivers doing this than drifting and other events.
It's a big scene.
I was like, this is a big... I was like, that is so impressive, man. I was like, that is awesome.
Yes. So we need to get out and support the peeps. Keep the scene alive.
It's just like during the week, man, and it's like, oh,
it's a bit of commitment.
School night, bro. I'm in bed by 9.
I know.
I need like a month notice so I can take the next day off, you know? But then it's like, I don't want to use my annual leave for...
motorsport stuff.
I'm not trying to sound like a prick, but like for that motorsport that I'm not really interested in.
Yeah, I get you.
It's cool to see, but like I want to take time off to go watch drifting, you know?
Yeah, that's where
other commitments.
Your passion is.
Yeah, but it'd be cool because there's so many cars. I love cars with character, you know? So yeah.
Yes. I'll get around to it and report back, peeps.
Yeah, maybe. Don't know. Don't know what we're reporting back on, but
just how cool the experience, my friend.
Oh, okay.
Don't worry, I got you.
I'm not worried.
I know.
I don't worry about much.
That's good.
I do.
That's just like,
I'm a stress head. Too much. What is it? Cortisol.
Cortisol, yeah. It's
cortisol, and then that. Too much of that lowers testosterone, mate. It is in direct correlation to each other, mate. So the more stress you have, the less test you have. How's the gym going? There we go. Last topic. What do you reckon?
Good. I'm slowly getting back into good form. I've been doing a lot of negative pull-ups to kind of get my pull-up strength like peak.
Yeah.
And it's helped a lot. It's crazy, bro. I had no idea like negatives were such a thing, but it's insane.
So what are you doing? Just jumping up and then like holding it down?
Yeah, like as slow as possible as I can down.
Yeah, right.
And it's just, it's helped build a lot of strength.
That's good.
So I'm enjoying that, man. Like it's cool not having to focus just on powerlifting stuff.
Yeah, okay.
But then I'm still doing the squats, your bench, your deadlift and all that. So I'm enjoying it, which I think is important because if you're not, then why are you doing it as well?
So, you're not sort of just going through the motions.
Yeah.
So, you're still going like 4 times a week?
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah, pretty much.
Still in the mornings, eh?
Yeah, I can't do nights or... Like, I can on the weekends, maybe, but I just feel much better about going in the morning, getting it done, and I feel productive the rest of the day.
Yeah, okay. It fucking boosts your dopamine for the whole day, you know?
Yeah. it's like it's worked for me for almost 2 years now,
Yeah.
and I don't think I'm going to change it.
Nah, fuck, keep it going, man. Keep it going. Keep the diet going. How's the diet?
Good, doing good as well. I mean, I am pretty lucky because a lot of my like food is kind of like there.
Limited.
Limited, but also like my parents do a lot of batch cooking and stuff, and I just can grab stuff that's just there and it's healthy. Whereas when I move out, it's going to be a bit of a different story.
Yes. It's going to be a rude awakening again for you, mate.
Yeah, and like I've survived by myself, obviously in Melbourne and stuff.
But now you're cushy. Now you're back to that cushy lifestyle
I
where
know,
mummy and
it's-
daddy cook for you.
So that's swap over. That's going to be interesting.
Yeah. Nah, that's good, man. Keep it up. Keep it up.
How about yourself, good sir? Uh-oh. Uh-oh.
I'm currently eating 2,000 calories a day, and I want to jump off a bridge. I just...
Hard. On you.
It's hard, man. Like, I miss the bulk. I miss just being able to eat whatever I want.
Yep.
Well, not whatever I want, like within reason, you know, just
Yeah, I
like
getcha.
eating larger quantities. So yeah, currently cutting. I've noticed a lot of strength loss. Bench is still there. I can still bench 100, but it's like before, like 100 sort of moved pretty good. Now it's a struggle. So it's like, it's benches turn to not shit. It's just struggling. Squat. I went from squatting 140 every week, like easy, to I can barely do 130. I used to do 100 kg back off for 8 reps. And the first thing to go out would be my back and not my quads, you know?
Yeah.
Whereas now it's like I can barely do 100 for a top set for 6 to 8, man. Like I'm struggle town hard.
Yeah.
So it's like I think I'm just gonna not do bench or squats for a while. Just stick to, just do more bodybuilding style. So do dumbbells, maybe do bench as like the third exercise and just do like 60 kilos. Just leave the ego behind when it comes to bench now.
Yeah.
And do pendulum squats instead of squats because I just don't have the energy in the gym anymore to last a whole leg session anymore. I'll see how deadlifts go this Friday. Tomorrow we'll see how they go. But yeah, I've lost 3 kilos. I started at 75.5. I'm down to, yesterday I was 72 point something. Can't remember. Today I was 73. So it's just fluctuating, but that's all right. I'm on that downward trend. So
yeah,
but it's just his struggle. Like during the day, I'm fine. Got plenty of energy. Get to the gym, got energy, but it's like halfway through, it's like
you crash sort of thing.
Come on, get through it. Let's get it done. But now I'm back up to 6 days a week. So just because I just wasn't hitting chest and back enough.
Yeah,
I wasn't dedicating the right amount of time to get it done. Whereas I was dedicating a lot of time to legs, and not enough to my upper body.
They are a foundational part of your body, though.
Yeah, they are. And that's why I don't want to give up a day to replace it with like a back or chest, So it's like 6 days it is, because powerlifting, you're destroying your nervous system. So your nervous system needs more rest. So you take the time off so you can do those big SBD days. Whereas bodybuilding, it's sort of not as much of a shock on the body. Yeah, the muscles are getting destroyed, but they recover extremely quick compared to your nervous system. So just one rest day on Sunday. So
fair enough.
That's where I'm at.
Do you still train with Callan?
Well, I see him every now and then at the gym, but I don't. Because obviously I go after work late now, and I don't really train with him on Saturdays because I'm not doing the big powerlifting shit. So, but I see him around, and we still yarn. And so
nice.
But the gym's good.
Nice. He swapped to our conventional.
Yeah, I seen. I had a chat to him.
A few people did, I think.
Yeah, I had a chat to him after his big comp, and he wasn't too happy. But I said, man, you have your good and your bad days. It is what it is. And he goes, yeah. So he'll bounce back, I guess. But I was like, conventional. Wow, a proper deadlift.
Oh, here we go.
A real deadlift. So, I mean, on my SPD belt, the second last like hole was like tight for me, and now the second last hole is like loose, and the third last hole is too tight. So I know I'm losing a little bit off my gut at the cost of a lot of strength. But that's to be expected. You can't have it both ways. You can't be cutting and strong as fuck. So it's just legit. You need to eat those extra calories to get that strength. So
yeah, it's interesting because like one thing I noticed when I was, let's say, working up to competing is rookie mistake on my part, but I was weighing myself with like clothes on.
Yeah.
And after the gym, and like as soon as you go into comp, you pretty much jocks, socks.
Yeah.
And fuck, it makes a difference.
It makes a big difference. I always weigh myself without my hat and my shoes.
Yeah.
And take my phone out. But I'm not going to fucking take my shirt and my shorts off in the gym.
Yeah. It's a little bit frowned upon.
Yeah. Yeah. So it's like if I weigh in at 73, I sort of know I'm like roughly 72.
Yeah.
When you take, because I'm wearing oversized baggy tees.
Yes.
It's like that's going to weigh a bit. And then,
it's just, you don't like, it's so strange, man. Like I didn't think it accounted for that much.
But yeah, it does.
It really does. And like I had a day procedure a little while ago because I got Crohn's. So they did like a colonoscopy to check if everything's all good. So I had to pretty much like fast for a day and like clear my fucking gut.
That's a lot of water weight you would have lost.
Bro, I was below 70 for the first time in like 5 years.
Yeah.
And I was just like, I feel so fucking weak.
Yeah, man.
And shit. But I was like, fuck yeah, below 70. 69. Yeah. And then
you wouldn't have looked any different. It would have just been so much water weight. And you would have put it back on, but still you would have felt like shit.
Felt like fucking passing out, bro.
That's how I feel now, bro.
Oh man, it's not a good feeling, eh?
Because like Saturdays and Sundays, it's like I don't meal prep, so I don't really eat. And if I do eat, it's like the healthier option, fast foods. And just Mondays, I'm just like, I notice like, man, some Saturdays and Sundays, I'm only eating like 1,500 calories. Like, okay, it's probably more garbage, but doesn't matter. Calories, if you're in a calorie deficit, whether you're eating just sugar or you're eating whole foods, you're still going to lose weight. It just depends on how you actually feel from the food. So Mondays come along and I'm just like, oh man, I've noticed that Chinese was not worth it.
Yeah.
You know,
you feel it like a couple of days
calories,
later.
Bro. It's just
almost.
Like, it's not empty calories. It's just the quality of food, man. It's hard.
Yeah, it is.
You got to put time and effort into the food, eh?
Garbage
especially on
in,
Saturday and
garbage
Sundays. Yeah, well, that's it. It's like 5 days of the week is like heavily meal prepped, and then it's like Saturday and Sunday it's a little bit more relaxed, but yeah, man, you notice it.
You do.
That's the hard part. It's like Saturdays and Sundays I can go the one or two ways. It's like the one way is you eat garbage, but you don't eat much. So you're still in the calorie deficit, but you're eating shit. Or it's you eat so fucking much of same garbage.
Yeah.
And it's,
It just, fucks things around royally.
It's just that lack of routine for me. I need to be in that routine. Wake up, eat my breakfast, 10 o'clock, smoko, lunch. It's the same.
Yep. I hear.
Yeah.
Mate, overnight oats is where it's at still.
I don't like oats in the morning.
I fucking froth it.
I don't know how people can do oats in the morning. It spikes your insulin like a motherfucker, and then it makes you even more hungry for me.
For me, I'm fine.
Fuck, that's crazy. If I have oats in the morning, I'll have like 80 or 100 grams of just the dry oats weighed, and then, you put your water in or your milk, and then you put your toppings and shit. In half an hour, once I've eaten it, I'll be chockers. I'll be so full that I can't finish it. But then in half an hour, I am that hungry that it actually hurts me than if I just had 2 eggs.
Yeah. I get you.
I cannot do oats for breakfast. I can do it for like after dinner, like around 8:30 before I go to bed. I can have a small bowl of oats with some berries and a little bit of maple syrup just for a bit of sweetness, and I'll be good. But if I have it for breakfast or during the day, it fucks me up, man. Yeah.
I am very used to it because that's what I used to eat when I was a kid as well. But now I actually know how to make them nicely. Whereas-
Microwave quick oats.
Yeah,
done,
it's just
and you're
like,
"Mwah."
oh, it tastes like absolute garbage,
Ass.
but you gotta do what you gotta do,
Yeah,
man.
we don't eat these fucking foods because we like the way they taste. We don't. Like, I don't sit and go, oh yeah, I love the taste of mincemeat and pasta again.
Fucking rice, bro.
Yeah, I love eating sweet potato and steak for the past 2 years. Yeah, no, I don't do it because of the fucking taste. You do it because you fucking man up and you eat it because of the fucking results that it gives you. Like, it's just what you got to do, man.
Yeah,
It's
it's a constant battle
yeah.
because you can. Yeah,
You have to mix it up every now and then
Correct.
and treat yourself. That's what, your slight cheat meals are for. But you still got to be responsible about it. You can't just go to KFC and have a fucking large zinger box with a fucking full sugar frozen Coke or whatever.
they need to bring back the fucking variety bucket, bro.
Oh, man. The All-Stars bucket, man.
Oh, what happened to buckets, man?
Man.
I want them buckets.
I know. Oh, bro. Zinger fillets. 3 of them. It's like 650 calories with like 65 grams of protein. That's not bad. Like, there's ways around it, man. Like, there's ways
Yes.
around it. Yeah, okay, you're still eating shit, but
You can make it less shit.
yes, don't get a fucking large meal with chips and all the sides and shit,
Yeah.
Just be responsible.
Or don't. We're not telling you how to live, but
I am, fat motherfuckers. Fucking man up.
Here we
Take
go.
accountability.
It's that time.
It's that time. I fucking rage at people. Oh, I've got a fucking disorder, a binging disorder where I have to eat. No, you just fucking, you don't have discipline in your life, man.
Discipline.
Yeah. Have we honestly gotten that soft that now there's a disability for fucking wanting to eat food? Oh, man, the whole world's gone crazy when it comes to food.
It has.
It's fucking
In
honestly,
general, not just
it's-
food, but I hear.
Yeah, everyone's gone crazy. Like, you fucking see one thing, all these seed oils are bad. Oh, no, they're not bad. These seed oils are good. Oh, olive oil is bad. Eggs are bad. Fucking too much protein's bad. Not enough protein's bad. Like, I get it, bro. If you're just starting out, who the fuck do you listen to?
Yeah. Definitely not TikTok.
No,
wouldn't.
but you know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
There's so many different sides. Like vegans are yelling at carnivores. Carnivores are yelling at vegans. People in the middle, like, you're both fucking crazy. Like, you know what I mean? Like, now there's all this information that fucking going pure carnivore is extremely bad. Like,
And then you got people who are advocating it as well. It's
yeah,
like,
but then you got people, saying veganism's bad, and then you got people saying that it's really good, and it's just like I'm not saying I agree with both sides. I probably lean more towards the carnivore, but you can't, I don't know. It's so hard. It's so hard, man. Like, where do you just have to figure it out for yourself.
Yeah. I mean, it's part of being an adult, unfortunately.
Yeah.
It's like, it's not just food, right? Like, you're going to
It's
have
life.
so many people with so many opinions on differing topics, and you have to somehow
Figure it out.
figure out where you sit and which is most in alignment
Wait
with you.
till you have a kid, bro.
Yeah, that's the I don't even want to think about
Holy
that.
shit. Like, I was like, oh yeah, this is how, like, Sean and I were like, we're so on the same page with how to raise Tommy. And we're like, yeah, cool. People won't butt in, you know, people will have their opinions, but we're just going to do it how we think is right for our son. Holy shit. The amount of fucking unsolicited advice you get from friends and family, and you just like, how about you worry about your own fucking kid? You know, like, it's like everyone, as soon as you have a kid, there is so much judgment that gets passed. It is fucking unreal, man.
I'm not surprised.
It's unreal. Like, when it comes to cars, yeah, it's like, a bit of banter. But then when it comes to a kid, like, people look down on you the way you raise your own child. And you're just like, who the fuck are you, man? Like, when it comes to, like, nutrition, cars, work, or relationship advice, it's sort of like whatever. But as soon as you have a kid, wow.
It hits a bit different, eh?
It is next level, like, judgment. Like,
Yeah.
you think about, like, oh no, maybe I'm just in my head, but then you're like, you go back over the conversations you had, and you're just like, wow, this person actually thinks I'm fucking doing it wrong. You know, like, and you're like, who the fuck are you, bro?
I find it, from what it sounds like, it's a lot more like personal.
So
you know what
personal.
I mean? Because it's like
personal, bro.
you're raising a human being, right? And someone else is coming in and telling you you're doing it fucking wrong. So I'm judging you, but also the outcome is going to be impacting your kid, like the kid.
Yeah.
So you're a piece of shit, and if your kid turns out to be not great, it's because of you.
Because of you.
Yeah.
Yeah. And it's so hard because, like, if I was in the same boat as everyone else and just had a fucking normal kid, I'd be like, oh, yeah, okay, you know, I'd be a bit more relaxed. My child has NF. Okay? Anyone's opinion on how I'm raising my child with, like, no screen time, very limited sugar, only eats whole foods, you know, blah, blah, blah. I get judged for that. And I'm just like, cool, you let your fucking kid watch TV and eat all this sugar. That's awesome, man. My child's fucking the most hyper child I've ever seen, and he doesn't even have sugar. The one time he got into the caster sugar on the bottom shelf, he was like licking it off the floor, as, you know, kids do. And I was like, oh, it was legit like the tiniest amount of caster sugar. He didn't fucking sleep that night.
Oh my God. Yeah, that... Jeez.
He didn't fucking sleep that whole night.
Bro.
Other kids would like have like a sugar high and then crash. The whole night, bro.
That's
like,
messed up, man.
And I'm like, don't fucking pass your judgment on me when you have no idea
what it actually means.
What it actually means to me, and my child has NF. Like everything is just... Brother. I'm not going to bring up like family members and shit because some of them are just like, oh, why can't he have a little piece of cake? You know, I'm like...
I know, I get they mean well, but...
Yeah, you know, and you're just like, man, how many times do I have to say the same thing? Like...
Bro, I'm just thinking about like...
He's like, he has NF, man. Like,
yeah,
your body can fight off tumors. Simple. My child is missing that. Like,
yeah.
Like, how many times do I have to fucking explain it? Like, people don't grasp it, and it's just like... It's so fucking frustrating when you have a kid. Like, everyone's an expert. Everyone's an expert on
how to do things. Yeah.
Yeah, and it's just it doesn't stop, bro. Like, even if you tell the same person 1,000 times and they're like, oh, maybe you shouldn't co-sleep, maybe you should wean off the boob, maybe you should introduce these foods, maybe you should do this. A little bit of screen time's all right. And you're just like, how many fucking times do I have to explain it?
Yeah.
All right. Like, if you had a child, okay, wouldn't you want to give that child the best head start in life that you could give?
You would think
you
everyone
would do it.
would.
You would do it, right? Like,
yeah.
You would do it. So it's like there's been studies proving that screen time before 3 is detrimental to a child's brain development. So why wouldn't you be like, okay, I know it's hard, but no screen time?
Yeah.
Because you'd be like, if it's going to benefit my child to have the best future that I can possibly give, I'm not perfect, then why wouldn't you do that? Why wouldn't you want to do that? Okay, you know sugar's bad. You know processed food's bad. Okay? That's just hopefully common knowledge.
At this
it's
point,
all right to like once a week, here's a chip. You know, we're getting takeout. You know, we're a family. We eat together. But it's like, why wouldn't, if you know whole foods are good, why wouldn't you just
put the extra effort in?
Yeah, that's it. Like, it's like, all right, maybe I look like a fucking Nazi or whatever, crazy, because I'm putting the extra effort in to try and give my son the best possible life he can. But it's like, as a parent, shouldn't that be your responsibility?
You would think that most people think like that, right?
Yeah.
I honestly hope most people do, but it also doesn't surprise me that people don't.
Yeah.
That's what's really like shit about
it's like,
society.
well, how are you meant to entertain your child? You know, it's like you fucking play with them. You spend time with them.
You sit on the fucking ground and play. Like, is this concept so foreign to you because you've got fucking smartphones?
I see so many fucking reels, and it's just like a 2-year-old sitting down, like a wholesome video of this 2-year-old like cuddling up to his dad watching TV. I'm like, that is wholesome. That is very like awesome to see. But at the same time, why is he glued to the TV, bro? Like, like he is not getting any benefit from watching a fucking TV. Like, it doesn't matter how kid friendly or learning, whatever, like learning.
If it's educational or not.
Educational. Yeah. It's not learning, actually. Like, sit down and talk to your kid. Not talk to him like a fucking 2-year-old. Like, talk to him like an actual adult. They pick it up so fast. Like, you've seen Tommy. I can basically have a conversation with him. He's 2.
Yeah.
I'm like, how's your day, Tom? And he's like, actually, like, yeah, I had fun. Went to the park. I saw this person. Like, he actually names his friends and like what he did. And I'm
cool.
like, man, you're fucking 2, bro. You're almost smarter than me, bro. Like, you know what I mean?
He's like, shit.
Yeah.
What have I started?
I know. Like, the books we read to him, he's like, Chick Hicks, like the Cars book, and he like turns the page and he points to like the characters and actually names them and shit. Like,
nice.
When you want to see that instead of just being glued to a TV,
you would think so.
Yeah. Strong feelings about it.
Yeah. I mean,
strong feelings, but I mean, I feel attacked. You know what I mean?
No,
it's hard. It's hard.
It is hard.
Yeah.
Because like I also wonder, like,
people with parents will get what I'm also saying.
Yeah, that's the thing, right? Because like your parents
people with parents, people with kids, sorry.
With kids, but also like in the grandparenting situation, for example, sometimes your parents just don't know how to raise a kid any differently from how they raised you.
Times change, bro.
Exactly.
Like, I understand my mum, but like when my mum was raised, they didn't have TVs really. You know what I mean? It's different. So they don't know that TV's bad. They didn't have
you have to kind of like, it's like technology, right? Like computers weren't really a thing, and then suddenly they're like...
Now they're a thing.
They're a thing, and they do almost everything. But if you don't take the effort to continue to invest in yourself and learning and keeping up with what's happening in the world, you're just going to get left behind.
Yeah, simple as that.
And you're just going to be stuck in this place
even
where...
Food's evolved, bro. Like, you see what food used to be back then. It was simpler ingredients. They used to use different foods. Now it's changed. Everything's changed. Like,
you need a whole fucking supermarket to make one dish.
Yeah. But like back then, it's like, well, I used to eat this as a kid, and I was like, yeah, when you were a kid, it had 4 ingredients in it, and now you look at the package, it's not even. You can't even. Most of the ice cream in the fucking frozen section isn't even called ice cream. It's like an iced dessert because there's so many ingredients in it that by law it's not allowed to be called ice cream. Same as Subway, bro. Like Brumberries and like, is it Brumberries?
Yeah, the bakery.
Bakeries that sell bread. They get subsidies from the government because bread's a staple in our diet. Well, according to the fucking pyramid from way back when.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure Subway don't even get that because there's so many fucking ingredients in their bread. But, back in the day, it's like, oh, we ate it and it was, because it probably was bread back then. Technology evolves. Food evolves. So like you said, if you don't fucking keep up with the times, you'll get left behind. And unfortunately, it's the same with raising children.
Yeah.
Like, what was acceptable back then is not acceptable now. What was acceptable to feed your kid and teach your kid is different now. It's...
You got to be invested enough in yourself, but also those close to you. If it matters and their opinion is something you value, then you'll make the effort to try and learn and keep yourself growing. If it doesn't, or you're just too stuck in your ways, I can see why divides happen.
Yeah. I see some families, man, and I get it. I'm not saying my family because I love my family, bro. But I see some families and I'm like, he's like, yeah, my mum, or whatever, in-laws aren't allowed to see because we clashed on this. And I was just like, yeah, shit,
It's rough, man.
I get it because, as much as you love your family.
You got to stay in a business, bro.
Yeah, if their values don't align with your values for your child, then I get why you'd have the falling out because at the end of the day, you have to leave the nest and you have to raise your own child. Correct. And you have to raise him or her the way you think is correct. And if the outside influence is poisoning the well, sometimes you got to cut them off, and that's fucking hard because it's like at that point it's like who's in the wrong because like the grandparents think that their way's correct, but at the same time they're not respecting the parents who are raising the child, because at the end of the day it's the parents who are raising the child, not the fucking grandparents. Like,
Correct.
Let's say in a perfect world. Okay?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? There's other circumstances. But so it's like, I get it. There has to be give and take. But at the same time,
The ultimate responsibility lands on the parents.
Full stop, it's the parents' decision. If they think that this way is the correct way, then everyone else around them has to respect that. And if they're not willing to respect it, then
what's naturally going to happen? Right?
Yeah, you know, shit. Like, it's. I'm not saying I know it all. Okay, I'm just trying to do right what I think is right for my son, and that's might not align with anyone else, but it is hard. It is hard, man. And
you can't really predict what's going to happen either, right?
No, I just, like I said, man, me and Sean are on the same page because you got to be.
Yeah.
And we think we're doing the right thing, and I hope Tom gets the best life he can get from us. And if other people think we're doing a shit job, well, guess what? Fuck you. I don't give a fuck.
Yeah.
I couldn't give a shit, bro. Like,
I mean, they're not going to be here like when he's fucking not sleeping during the night and shit, you know? Like,
he doesn't sleep as it is because he's got NF.
Yeah.
People just...
It's like, what?
People are like, why don't you put him in his own bed? I'm like, he doesn't sleep on the best of nights with his mum, who's he's the most comfortable with. How the fuck is he going to go in a room on his own? Like, yeah, some people...
How do you stop yourself from being a fucking dick, man? I'd just be like, oh, good idea. I never thought about that. Man, I'll try it. I'll let you know how it goes.
Bro, you know me. You know me. Like, I cannot hold my tongue.
True.
Like, I get into a lot of trouble, but it's what's the point in having an argument to someone that has no concept of the big picture when it comes to me and my family?
Yeah.
You know, like, I could just go, fuck you, you're a fucking idiot, you don't know what you're fucking talking about, and try and explain it to them. But then it's wasted energy. Comes back to giving people the time of the day.
Yeah.
Now it's just like yeah, you know, we've thought about it, but you know, you just sort of go, yeah, no worries, man. Like,
yeah, I get you.
I can't be fucked arguing with someone who
it's not worth paying.
Has no idea. You just gotta, like, old me, like, well, bro, I fucking love
a good disagreement.
Oh fuck, man. Yeah, like I've yeah, it takes a lot out of me now at certain events to just hold my tongue and just go, yeah, nah, well, yeah, maybe. And you just listen to someone just forcing their opinion down your throat that I didn't fucking ask. But I'll just sit here and go, yeah, nah, and try and have a conversation. And you just like, you get back home and you're like, what the fuck just happened?
Yeah.
Like, trying to relax, I just got lectured the whole time on how to raise my son.
You fucking come back and you're tired as fuck. And you're just like where did my energy go?
Yeah. And you're like, I should have been able to just relax and just people accept the way I'm doing things. But nah, yeah. Yeah, when you have kids, bro, it's an eye-opener.
Yeah, I don't doubt it. I mean...
It's a negative side I'm bringing up here. There's... Positives outweigh the negatives.
Yeah, for sure. Okay? But you've just been real about it's not all rose and rosy golden.
Yeah. And that'll really test the relationship.
Yeah.
Outside opinions, you know, like you really have to like if you do decide to have a kid, you know, you and your missus need to sit down. Like goes to everyone who's thinking about having kids. You really need to sit down and you need to think about, hey, how are we going to raise our child? Like, are we going to consider screen time? Are we going to consider crappier foods? Are we going to consider daycare? Even daycare is a fucking issue, bro. That you got to think about. You know, who's going to raise my son? Who's going to stay home? You know, like, you really need to sit down and have conversations. Plan
it properly, yeah.
You need to plan because you need to be on the same page. Because if you both are arguing with each other on how to raise your child's going to sit there and see that. It's okay to have arguments in front of your kids because as long as those arguments get resolved and your kid sees how, like, even at a young age, they still pick these things up. They still learn from you.
Yeah.
So if they see you arguing, but the argument doesn't get resolved, then that's not good. But if they see you arguing and your argument actually goes somewhere and then you overcome the issue, then they also learn like that's how life is.
It's possible to.
Yeah. But if you're just constantly arguing like, me and Tom, we're going to sit down and watch a movie together at 2, you know?
Mm.
And then your missus is like, no, you're not allowed to do that, blah, blah, blah. And you just argue about that. That's not good for a child's development, you know?
Yeah.
But if you're both of like, okay, no screen time up until 2, and then maybe at 2 they're allowed 10 minutes a day of like a screen with a picture on it, and the picture's like a screen, like, you know, it rotates and we can discuss what's on the screen. But like actual videos, you know, you need to, you don't think about it, but you need to have like a plan about fucking everything, man. Even school.
Yeah.
Like what school are we going to go to? Public, private, fucking Montessori or whatever the fuck it is, you know? Like, yeah, so.
It's a big thing, eh?
It's a fucking eye-opener and a half, brother. It's hard. For all the right reasons. It's hard for all the right reasons.
I mean, nothing worth doing is ever easy.
And if it was,
everyone would just
everyone
be
would doing it
rich
and nothing would be special.
Yeah. I just got to wonder, man, like, as an adult, you have so many interactions and conversations with people. How many of those are like legitimately productive and good for your like your soul versus just being talked out and shit?
I'd say probably 1 out of 100. To be fair, when you think about it, like when was the last time, apart from right now, that you actually sat down and had like a proper conversation where you got to know someone and actually discussed like real life issues and how to move forward? Like most of the conversations you have are just like, hey man, how you going? Yeah, good. You're not going to tell someone how you really feel.
Yeah.
No one gives a fuck. You know? Like all the conversations you have at the gym, you just like idle chit chat.
Yeah, it doesn't really go deeper unless there's an opportunity to do so, but it's not usually at a gym. You know what I mean? Yeah. I get you. Yeah. That's why I like the podcast. But yeah, I agree. It's not as often as I would like.
Yeah. But yeah, it's hard out there.
It is. You got to find the right people as well, man.
Luckily, I can talk shit.
You can talk a bit of real too, as we've just witnessed.
Oh, yeah, I don't know. I fucking don't know. Maybe I have to edit all that out, eh? I'm joking. Keep it raw, homie. I like going in raw.
I bet
raw
you
dog
do.
It.
That's how I ended
no
up with Tommy.
lube.
Oh, Jesus. All right.
Yeah, we'll end it there, I reckon.
Yeah.
Before we go off the rails.
We already fucking did, mate. We were talking about fucking high school DxD and shit.
How good's that? Oh.
It's a good fucking storyline. We're talking about the storyline here.
Yeah. Not the titties. Fuck, I'm sweating, boy.
Bro, it's a sauna in here, mate.
Oh.
This is what we do for you people. We're recording a literal fucking sauna.
I forgot the fan. I was so excited to speak to you, Trev. I forgot the fan.
I appreciate that.
My little Kmart fan.
Dude, it puts in fucking work, bro.
It does, man. I forgot, man. I'm
Next
sorry.
time.
But the plan is aircon up there. It's just fun.
And then we can talk for 3 hours without dying.
Yeah. And then we can have like 4 people in here and it'd be sweet.
Yeah. Sounds good. Appreciate it, peeps.
Yeah, sorry about the rant. I fucking
good.
went on for a while. I like to talk and I don't let Trev get a word in, but I am a piece of shit, so.
You're not a piece of shit, mate.
I am.
All good. Appreciate yous, and we'll see you on the next one.
See yous.